Living the dream, Martin.
Good for you. Good for you, Dom. I don't think I see it yet.
Nope. Yep. No.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Love when technology cooperates.
So bad at technology.
Dude, I tried recording our game on Sunday, and everything, the same app that we use all the time for the Wednesday broadcasts, which we'll get back to once the hooligan season ends. Um, it just didn't upload. Everything looked correctly. It just never made it. Wasn't even private. I was pissed. I got people texting me, "Where's your game? Where's your game?" I look like a hypocrite yelling at other people. It was a disastrous Monday.
Speaking of hypocrites, I would like to say that I do have pneumonia. I will be smoking the same amount that I always smoke. I will be coughing. And people much smarter than you have already given me advice about it. I'm aware of it. It's not great. Save it. Don't care.
Don't care.
So pneumonia is not.
It's in consideration, Doc.
Is that fair to say, Dom? That you're not contagious, you and your pneumonia?
I am not contagious. No
That's
longer.
good.
As of Tuesday, I was not contagious any longer.
Congratulations. So happy for you and your health.
Vix, I mean, the requests already.
This guy.
Jesus. You know what? You wear a hat, and I'll move away from the screen.
That doesn't seem like a very fair trade.
Holden. Holden hit a home run this weekend.
Did he now?
Believe he did.
Over the fence or inside the Parker?
Over the trees at East Franny? Is that what it was?
Okay. Okay.
The Dennis O'Connor special.
Um, what else? What else happened this week? The Wednesday night games were pretty fucking fun.
Yeah,
Pretty
you
fun games yesterday.
fake home run. Yeah, okay. You just don't
Why
want to
was
be
it,
rated at 7.
why was it fake?
Is it because of the East Francis trees?
Yeah, you probably rolled into it. All you could eat.
Like, ball got
It
lost.
counts. It counts. Walking pneumonia is so. I was running. Okay, this is running pneumonia.
You've never run a day in your life.
Well, if you ever see
Wow.
an ice cream truck come through my neighborhood, you would change your
That's
mind.
amazing.
Over Bico, left center.
Sounds like a good ball.
Sounds like a great ball.
How'd the team do though, Holden?
They did not do well.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
All right, what game you want to start with? Let's start with Bombenblit versus Drashinsky.
Oh, real quick before we jump into the Wednesdays, I just wanted to give like a little PSA to the people listening. If you're interested, I have an idea for the podcast that it's going to take all of us to do, and we were just talking about this offline. But I want to create like a Google Drive, and I want the Google Drive. We'll have a folder for each team, and people who want to participate text me. I'll give you access. I want to upload clips of games into the folder. So as you're watching the games back, as most of us do, clip the game, clip the moment, whatever it is, upload it to this Google Drive, change the name to something meaningful like sick play tie game 6th inning so that we know there's a little context to it. And then if we get everyone to participate and post clips, meaningful clips, we can get like a sports center. If you think like OG Sports Center, we can review them on this podcast, like commentate over them, and do like highlights from games, big moments, praise people, top 10, not top 10 if there's a funny moment. I don't want to use it for negative shit like bat throwing or bad umpire calls or controversial stuff. I'm thinking something fun to highlight the gameplay. If you want the roast people and shit, go to the Facebook for that. But the Google Drive for let's create game highlights for the podcast and let's react together.
Like John, your slide where it looks like your pants are coming down. That's a perfect.
Electric.
That's a perfect
So,
not top 10
that
moment.
was so close to being so bad. I was
Yeah.
gonna be like, Dale, get rid of that video.
And it
Yeah, like
doesn't
that
have
would be
to be
funny.
game.
Like
How much left?
intense game, John just hits a big triple, pants fall down.
Yeah.
Pants down. I'm bribing Daniel to
The
leave.
video of me that Frank Ermel posted last year on Facebook. Great, not top 10.
Exactly. Shit like
Things we
that.
could laugh about. You know.
Yeah. So it's going to take a bunch of us. Let me know if you're interested. If you don't have my number, I'm on Facebook. Also, you should have my number. I feel like I have everyone's number in this league at this point. It's incredible. Incredible how many people get texts from that you never thought you would.
Oh, listen. When people want to find your number, they find it.
They find it very quickly. Yeah. But I think we can make that happen. So let's have some fun with do that. And now we can jump into the recaps of Wednesday night because yesterday was the first Wednesday where I was like, holy shit, things are a little intense. Both games were
Marvel
pretty feisty.
softball has started.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 good games. Let's start with the Bomb and Blit Drzezinski game. Bomb and Blit 10, Drzezinski 5. Wasn't this game tied 5-5 late?
It was 5-5 into the 7th, and I think Bomb and Blitz scored 5 runs, broke it open, and really good hits. Not really, no mistakes, no nothing. Just that Bomb and Blitz team. It's they talk about a team that needs 5 singles in a row to score runs. They got guys all over their lineup that could get 5 singles in a row.
Yeah.
Because I think neither team is very proficient at Union Hill. I wouldn't say that. No, I know Eric's back is still bothering him a lot, so he's really not trying to nuke. Like, these are singles teams. Like, they're not looking to hit the long ball. And so I think a smaller field kind of was even match for these two.
I actually think watching them play yesterday, I was looking at their outfield. Jeff Martinez I don't know if he didn't play or if he was just banged up and wasn't in the field. But late in the game, and I noticed this when we played them, their outfield of Jeff Friedman in left, Joey the Flash in right, Bush in right center, and Joe Tracy in left. They don't have the best outfield depth. So playing on a smaller field helps their outfield a whole bunch. It helps Jeff Friedman. It helps Ush be better. It helps their right fielder be better.
Sure.
And they have a nasty infield that's going to play on every field. Like Bernie's a shortstop playing third base. He made a play in the hole, just coming across, high hop, just got it and fired it. It was just unbelievable play, nice hands. Like that, the Union Hill, they might not be the most offensively traditional Union Hill field, but defensively, it helps their outfield tremendously.
Yeah, and I think both these defenses are very, very top end. They have guys that can play at every position. Like when you're rolling out a guy that can play second base or third base as your first baseman, which both these teams do.
Mel. He made a diving play on a bad throw in that late game. And it was awesome.
They've got a surplus. And Josh Walker has been fielding the ball phenomenally. Fielding his position. He's got like 3 walks on the season. He's got a really good I mean, this is what happens when you get your pitcher in the 10th round. I really don't care who your pitcher is. When you get it in the 10th round, that means your entire defense is already set.
Yep.
Yeah.
He did make like 4 or 5 plays last night, just from what I saw, and I saw less than half the game. I saw him made 5 plays. Like
I'm glad we have his attorney here again, but I know we were a little hard on Josh last year, but I think for good reason, because inside of what he was last year is this guy, and this guy he's getting better. Like people around the field talking about how much better Josh has gotten, and not to say that he wouldn't have got there had we not said anything. Right. He probably would have, but now we get to take some credit for it.
Perfect.
Just good for the bad take God to get something good on his. I need one good take. I gotta have one.
That was the original bad take.
Yeah, right.
Correct take. We don't have to go there.
Here. John Porkman or Joe Bover? Which one?
John Porkman, how are you?
Last thing on this team, I still think this Seth's team's good. Like they're coming off a Goldfarb win, which those are 2
quality
good teams
win.
going at it. Like I think one thing I might be a little concerned about this Drzezinski team, looking at their names on their rosters and knowing a lot of the individuals, I worry about their rah-rahness and their hoopla. There's a lot of even-keeled individuals and on that team, so. Like last night, they needed a little bit of a spark, and I heard like one person. I heard like Seth giving it his best.
We're running out of daylight.
Yeah, the daylight comment. Yeah,
fucking yeah.
Yeah, so That's like my one worry about their team is like, can they get up in a big moment if they need one?
We
That
called
was their
Pollock's
first test
team-
I've seen of it, and they couldn't.
We called Pollock's team a little boring, and they didn't love it, but we were right. This team is also a little boring, even though
Yeah,
I
it could be very boring, yes, sir.
love these guys, both teams. No indictment against who they are. They just don't have a lot of chutzpah, as they would say around Marlboro.
Correct. Not a very sexy group of individuals as a unit.
Yeah, I mean,
Some
well,
sexy people. not a
correct.
Right.
unit.
But
Yeah.
like Papa D, he's not. He's gonna plead to your inner sensibilities. Too pragmatic. These guys are too pragmatic to kind of be. You need to be like, look at Ben on the other field, right? Like you need to be emotionally reckless to have that juice. And the Drashinskis and the fellows on that team are not emotionally reckless. So
Ben had a couple scenes last night.
yeah, let's
That game was awesome. That we'll flip over to that one here. But that was 10-9, was it? 10-9 final on a
what a
walk-off.
game.
Before we jump into it, Kevin Murch, rookie. Love to see a rookie get his like big moment on a Wednesday night walk-off.
Walk off
Unbelievable.
ground rule double.
Vampire.
Smoked the ball.
Vampire. You could their outfield could have been playing regular depth. That ball,
Yeah,
Yeah, it landed on the warning track and bounced over.
yeah,
what
unbelievable.
a shot!
So it's like kind of it's like a fun moment for someone to have on a Wednesday night. Like
Just full of adrenaline, right? Just full of adrenaline, just fucking belting one
just
out.
get a ball in the air. Oops, best ball of the year for me.
I was so happy for him, dude.
Yeah, it's awesome.
What a good guy. Forget the fact that we know him and stuff, but what a good guy and Sorry, John, earmuffs. What a great. Couldn't have happened to a better guy. It couldn't have made for better drama, honestly. Because if Team Kessler wins this game, everyone kind of expected it. It would have been a great game, but I don't know how much lingering drama there would be. We could start at the beginning. You got Tom Carroll showing up on the field, looking like JFK. People are like, "Is he playing?" You hear murmurs all around the field. Is Tom going to play? Then he hits a couple nukes in BP, and then you just see with a little fire in his step. AJ with some fire in his step. Tony, like these guys. That's what I was like. All right, you're going to park this guy at third base for 2 innings. You're going to let him be like a little bit of a morale boost, like what's his name? Who am I thinking of? The Nick that came back, was it the Willis Reed, right?
Yeah, Willis Reed.
There you go.
Come in for 2 minutes, tear your ACL a second time, but the team wins anyway, kind of deal. But man, what a good. Let me say something about AJ because he's my player of the week before this game, and he only cemented it again because he had an incredible game against Conti, which we'll get back to. But in this game, right away, like Kessler comes out, scores 4 runs right away, and you're like, oh, this is going to be a tough time for the Carroll boys. And then, Tom gets a single, Tony's on base or Justo's on base, AJ 3-run nuke just to kind of keep it close. And then Kessler pulls out ahead, and again, it's 7-3. Guess who comes up? Tom Carroll, 3-run nuke, right back in it. And then after that, every asshole on the Kessler bench got tight. Except for Johns. John's got a new pair of glasses, and he's ready
Can
to
actually see.
rake, hosing people out from the outfield. And
I hope Ben's all right. Ben, if you're watching, let us know. I hope he's all right because he did say that if we lost this game, he was going to kill himself. So hopefully.
And I tell you what,
And we are missing Ben this Sunday, so.
he'd
Oh, no.
rather kill Mark Yucko right now than himself. And we're just saying a ton because no one wants to kill Ben Kessler more than Ben Kessler. And I think right now, Mark Yucko.
Yeah.
When you
If
guys
you gave
went
him
out-
the choice, he'd sit there and think about it for 10 minutes.
He would give it some serious thought.
Currently on
How's
toilet.
that
How does
make
it
you
make you
feel,
feel?
Jonathan?
I just got off the toilet. Delay the pot a little bit.
Yo, I was trying to find this, Dom. I should have pulled this up earlier. This was the play of the game for me. Sorry, John. Cover your ears and your
Go
eyes.
ahead. Just do it.
This was the play of the game for AJ from me. Steve Messina's up late in the game.
Diving
The
grab.
diving play. This was unbelievable. I don't know if I've ever seen this play get made before.
AJ just fucked us over all night.
all night, dude. He was everywhere. Oh, it stopped right when it
It
came.
didn't play.
That's unbelievable timing. Thanks, Riverside. Let's try again.
Yeah, yeah. Ben said he was going to hijack the plane. Oh, God. And great. And now it's in writing. So if he does.
Oh, boy. All right, here's the play. Hopefully it works this time. This was like, what, the seventh? This was probably the
I mean, look
eighth
at that
inning.
format of beef.
Snow cones it. That was, I think that was the game changer right there. That might have
Yeah,
been
I
to
mean-
get him into that last. I don't know. It was a massive
It was
moment.
2 outs, nobody on.
If he, I mean, he's a lefty. So it's like, just couldn't be any more unfortunate because that ball on, it's him and Greg are the only 2 lefty pitchers.
Yeah.
So 2 out of the 18 pitchers,
Barone.
that goes by pretty much all of them, except maybe Becker because his nose gets in the way. But AJ, I thought pitched
Knocks it
really
down.
well. I thought defensively, I mean, again, having Tom at third base instead of Nicky Laps allows you to put Nicky Laps at first base, make a couple scoops, everyone's a little more comfortable, and you have your one back. It was like one of those games where, John, you guys had to bury them early, and you tried twice. You gave them like 2
Yeah.
haymakers, and they fought back each time, and then it was like, okay, everyone's getting a little tight, and then it was the 9th inning, Martin. We were talking about how like Carroll's top still got a chance to come, and their top, you know, Ben, you could earmuffs this too. They have the bases loaded.
Ben's
He hits a hard ball at Jake, who I thought made, like, again, he stepped on first and then threw home, which is the wrong order of operations to do there. But it's like you just need to make an out. And then Pablo had a really rough game too. Bad loss or a good win? I would say
Great question.
yes, Frank. Yes is my answer.
You got
it's-
John. That's an unacceptable answer.
It's a
It has to be
great-
one of the 2. It can't be both.
I mean, they're 2
Horrible
different
fucking
teams. So
question.
from each perspective, it's a bad loss for Ben's team. They could have executed a lot better from Andy.
I need either or. I need an either or there from you.
It's a good win, then.
I think it's a bad loss. I think it's a bad loss, John.
Well, what are you gonna do? We had 14 hits. That's not enough. We scored 4 runs in the first inning, and then
5 the rest of the way.
yeah, I don't know what's wrong with our team.
Should we talk about the 2? Dan Kessler's agrees. Bad loss. Should we talk about the 2 weird calls that? Or
Dan's
maybe
got
not weird
concussion, he
calls.
doesn't
Should we
really
talk
say.
about the 2 calls that we were talking about all day?
Yeah, I mean, these calls in a vacuum, anyone could miss them. The one that's
Let me
wrong,
ask you that. Let me ask you this before we dive into the calls, if we want to. Do you think this game ends differently? It took a run away from Carroll, and it gave a run to Carroll. Do you think if these 2 calls went a different way, it would impact the way this game ended? I think the answer is no. I think Carroll is winning this game the whole way.
Yeah.
I think the play at the plate is the right call. I do. I blame Nicky Laps for telling Ian to stay up because, you know, it's hard to say that Daniel was in the wrong spot. He's in the right spot. It's hard to say that the call is incorrect because it's not. It's correct. Just kind of unfortunate where it's like Nicky was facing home, and that ball that's coming in to Pablo should probably not be going home in that point. Look how close Ian. If Ian doesn't slow down, he's safe by 2 steps. So, like, that ball probably should go to second base to try to get that runner there, and Nicky's not looking to see what's coming. So, just like unfortunate mental error. I think even in that situation, if you're Ian, even if someone's telling you you're up, you're the tying run in the 7th inning or whatever it was. Like, you just got to finish it. I don't care. Just finish it.
Here's the play. So
Oh,
Jake's
no.
up. He's gonna hit a.
Daniel, look away.
He's gonna hit a hard ball here, Ian's gonna try to score. I have the utmost respect for Dan Kessler in this. He gets smoked
Yeah.
and gets right on his feet, fired up immediately.
Next level.
John, this was you throwing this ball. Oh no, it's
That's
Pablo.
Pablo.
It's Pablo. I relay it.
Dan gets right. He's like, you can't do that. And then gets right up and starts arguing, runs off the field.
Ian, right away.
Ian goes right to the board.
Right away going to the board. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh God.
It's unfortunate. It was an unfortunate throw. You have to slide. 1,000,000%
You
have to slide.
slide.
No
Yes.
reason not to slide. Absolutely
Ian-
no reason.
Ian, I broke my back sliding in the home plate. All right, you should have done the same.
Yeah, play this clip from the start, right?
You think I wanted to slide? Fuck no.
You wanted to show the ass? You wanted to show your ass to the nation, John?
Exactly.
Look at this, righty? Like, Daniel is not blocking the
slows
play.
down.
He's going to get the ball.
From that leg,
Going
looks
to
like
get the ball. That's coming in. Like, there's
Almost
no
like he's
reason
gonna
Ian
help you
can't
out.
just slide right this way.
yeah.
Like, that's the plate right here. Daniel is not blocking the plate. This is the whole plate.
No.
Stopped again.
And it's a very obvious. I mean, like, he's out. It's an easy call.
Well, easy.
If he's safe, then that rule doesn't exist. What is that rule then?
if Ian slides, a couple things happen. Daniel tears his ACL, so Ben is probably.
No, that's not
Loaded.
true, though.
I
That's
think
not true.
so.
You don't have to
Because-
slide
You
into
know
him.
how
There's,
big
like the
the
mat
plate
is.
Dom?
Yeah, but when
Yeah.
you look at the throw takes Daniel to his left.
I'm
So
trying to get it back.
he
This
would
is
not
where-
be-
This is where the ball hits Ian. The ball is currently hitting Ian. You can see the ball right here.
In the left shoulder, right?
Yep.
Let's say
Look,
he's sliding
he can-
right
dude,
now.
If he slides right, he should have slid back here. He could have
How
slid
skinny
easily.
do you think Ian is?
Slide?
Slide.
Dude,
I mean,
you
where was
start
Ian
your
slide?
slide
You
slide
don't
and
start your
avoid
slide
Daniel's
here.
body? No
You start
way.
your slide like out here.
Martin, you could. You are skinny and agile. You could slide to the back corner of that plate, no problem. Ian is a lumbering lunatic. He's sliding into Daniel's front shin. He's breaking his fibula.
I don't know.
He would have been safe. I think
I-
disaster averted and right call. Everything kind of worked out in its own way. He has brittle ankles and probably flips. Yeah. David, I agree. Yeah, you easy slide to the back of the plate. I get for someone very athletic, easy in that moment.
Where was Beef when I slid, Don? In the same spot?
John, you're an athlete. I'm not saying that Ian's
No,
not an
my
athlete.
ass came out.
Athletically, though,
That's not a thing. Your ass cannot come
it
out.
is a
You
thing, dude.
can't not slide. You have to
Mate.
slide. If you fucking break his leg sliding, you slid, and you're safe.
Correct. Correct.
Then it's on him. But like, yeah, and if you're gonna truck him because you don't want to break his leg, don't argue that you're safe. At no point in time was he safe.
Correct. Well, you gotta, you know, obviously you're gonna try. You gotta try.
You got
Tying run in the seventh inning. You gotta give it a shot.
Yeah. Who's
I
Beef?
just like how he just goes right to the board. That's the
He was like, "Hey,
they're all
look."
just sitting right there too, and they can't help themselves either. They immediately get up and move towards the fence. So it's like,
do you think there's
incredible
any
cinema,
sort
dude.
of? Do you think there's any sort of punishment that comes down for him and his
Nah,
the way he handled it?
I'm not gonna touch that one. I don't think, because I could see a world where either one exists, and you could justify it either way for sure. Would I be surprised? No. Would I advocate for it? No. That would be my official stance.
I don't think he crossed where the line should be. I don't know where the line is, but
Right.
where the line should be, he didn't cross. Like we're
I
all
also don't. You guys think that I know Laps is telling him to step. I don't think there's any world where Ian slides into home there. I think the only thing that happened is that he slowed down. I think it would have just been a faster
Line.
reaction.
Yeah.
What-
Dom, I played with Ian. I played with Ian last year. He was never sliding.
That's what.
He's
Yeah, okay,
never
cool.
sliding.
That was my inkling. It just looked like he slowed down. I don't think he ever thought to slide.
No.
But
Have to
We'll
slide.
probably
Everybody
slide.
should slide. If you can't slide and you won't slide, don't play softball. It's
Or Marty, you could also just not run the guy over. It is possible to not slide and still not send Daniel into the fence.
Correct. You can miss the plate and come back and touch it in that scenario.
Yeah.
You can't
That's
yell at
what
the fans, Beck.
he yelled at the fans. He yelled at the umpire. Beck. He
Yeah.
has a pulse. I don't know. Just asking questions.
I just don't think there's
I was
a world
hearing
where he's
murmurings.
sliding, and it was the perfect storm because Pablo knocks the ball down enough for him to get up and get to it and make the throw in the first. Like most shortstops aren't.
He probably has him. If he doesn't hit him, he probably has him.
I
Yes.
love how Beck called them the fans.
Yeah. Who knows what
He was
he's
just
doing.
yelling at any. It could have been anybody. Just yelling at the fans.
I thought my mom was there. I was just pleading to her. It's hard, all those lights on you.
This was a very fun game, though. This came down to the wire. The walk off.
I agree, David.
David,
Unbelievable.
I'm like, do you think I can't?
I know you don't.
Yeah, like, I don't know if he's David. I'm 280.
I mean, I'm sliding in that position. Someone's running for me before that, so I don't really have to worry about this. I'll tell you what. I feel like, you know how the third foul is an out in
Right.
this league, or the second one with 2 strikes, however it is.
Yeah.
I personally hate it when a fielder is running towards that foul ball and lets it drop because remember last year someone tagged up on one of those balls
And you're
even though
not allowed.
supposed to.
Yeah.
So then you're like, all right, don't catch it. I'm like, no, just catch the fucking ball. I
Well,
feel the same way.
You can't tag up on that, right?
Right. So it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but last year they did tag up on it. So
Yeah,
sort of
correct,
this whole
correct.
thing. In that scenario, if I'm running, I'm just sliding no matter what. I don't care who's telling me up. I don't care who's telling me what. I know I can't see the play, but like I'm not slowing down and I'm sliding because it's the
There's just
time.
no reason not to slide, and I think that's like the ultimate thing is like
And also it's electric when you slide into home for the game tying run too. That's like there's a whole different kind of jazz to that as well.
if you're playing on like a concrete field and you don't want to cut your short and your legs up, like all right, whatever. It's turf. Slide on the turf.
Yeah, I mean chicks dig
You're
scars.
gonna
dude.
be
Just
all right.
Fucking slide.
You're gonna be all right.
That look cool.
What a game! What are we looking at from this game? Like how much are we panicking for Team Kessler? How much are we back on the wagon for Team Carroll? Are we going to murder Mark Yucko and get him a replacement? What are the Mark isn't such a blender, and let me say this in front of everybody: you guys have been too nice to him. Can't be taking him out for dinner and getting him beers beforehand. You guys need to kick him out of the team chat and tell him he can come back in when he's hitting over 200. That's what you guys need to do.
It's not a bad idea.
I love this guy. Okay,
I mean, over 200. Like that's like one fucking hit.
that's what people make fun of me for hitting, and he's underneath that.
I mean, he's the lowest average on our team by a lot. It's not even close.
Yeah, I mean,
Hitting
Mark is,
125.
Mark is not a we believe in you guy. Mark is a tough love. Get your fucking shit together. We'll invite you back into the group chat in a couple weeks, but that's what he needs.
I don't think Team Kessler should be panicking. I think they are panicking.
Yes.
A lot
I
of them
think
are.
they shouldn't be.
A lot
John
of
is
them-
not. John's like the other side of the pillow.
This is sports.
And then the Carroll win.
Are
It's
we gonna
like
do this again?
Yeah.
Are we gonna do this again?
for Carroll. I think it's like we're 1-0 now
2-0.
2-0.
with Tom. Tom
Oh,
played
well.
twice.
No,
No,
it's
but
like-
they're coming off a nice win without him.
Yeah.
No, but like for like this season just started. Tom played.
Yeah.
He was in the lineup.
Sure.
Our season has now started. We
Everyone
are
penciled
1-0
him in
on
to-
Thursday morning.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's
Yeah.
like everything that happened the first 3 games does not matter.
Correct.
By the way, they played phenomenal. They were all hitting very well. 0 lazy fly balls.
They hit 4 of them.
The
All
one
game.
lazy fly ball dropped because I was playing in a different town.
Ian played very well at second on the turf. He had a bunch
I was
too.
gonna say that too. Like their defense was fantastic. Like they just played great.
Daniel never has to panic because if you guys are in the playing game, you get to shit all over your brother. And if you guys win a championship, you're gonna take all the credit. Daniel's got no panic at any time, any
Yeah.
scenario.
Daniel wants to be the manager of this team, so he's
bad.
not going to. He's like, yeah, let's fire this guy, and I'll be the interim.
That's what the club needs. Right around the All-Star break, just a little new voice in the locker room. Maybe Evan Abramson's game was, kind of seeing the future.
Perhaps.
True. Yeah, ahead of its time.
All right, what are we going back to the Sunday slate now?
Yeah, you want to recap some of these games on Sunday?
Yeah, let's do it.
I think some of them we might be able to flip over pretty soon. I don't know why sharing my screen's not working too well. Let me try from here.
LaRocca bomb and blitz.
Next match, Ben is out for 2 weeks. So what is it, Evan Steinberg, or is it Matt Hill taking over the duties?
Ouch.
John, I said you couldn't do it because you can't turn the Fun Time Charlie vibes guy into the boss. Either nothing will get done or he loses the vibes. You gotta just you're a stallion. You can't put the stallion in a barn. You just gotta let him run.
Nothing getting done is. I like that.
Yeah, well, you thrive. You're the only person that thrives on that kind of chaos I've ever seen.
We might need that right now.
Yeah, maybe. You need to kick Mark Yucko out of the group chat. I'm a big.
Yeah, we gotta do something. We gotta do something.
This game might have been the biggest shocker of Sunday.
The bomb and blit LaRocca.
Yeah, LaRocca winning 11-7.
Tell you what, Frank Sneaky Guy put together Sneaky Ball Club.
Yeah.
Has Connor Schmidt not been playing?
He got married and is on a honeymoon.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, he's missed 3 games so far.
So they're only going to get a little better.
Yeah. I mean, dude, look at the averages on these teams from Frank up. They're all smashing the ball.
I mean, we know Frank's got a loose book. Look at Dennis's stats. Just kidding, Frank. I'm just kidding.
It doesn't look like Bomb came to play. Did you guys watch this game at all or no? We all played at 9 a.m. I guess nobody saw
I did watch this game. Talk about Carroll hit 4 lazy fly balls all game. The Bomb and Blit team hit about 23 outs for fly balls.
Yeah.
23 cans of corn out there.
Yeah. That's pretty good way to lose.
I think it was like Ush and Jeff Martinez were the only guys that were productive a little bit.
Right.
Which I think, every team you're gonna get to come across a flat team every now and again. And it just looked like Frank pitched a great game. Their outfield AD popped his quad in this game. Ended up playing third base. Evan Rosenthal, I believe, played shortstop. Yes.
Okay.
He was legging out a single for a double because he's all-time stats guy, and he popped his quad. And then he went to third, and Evan, I believe, went to short. And that's just showing this team has depth, and they have a very fast outfield with Nichols and Chi in the center. And you have Zach Schmidt, Pinocchio come to life, just running around out there too. And Aaron Williams, God forbid this guy figures it out. This team is going to be very good.
The Pinata today roasting him on the Facebook was funny.
So good.
We know Bomb and Blit wins the next game, so 2-2. This Bomb and Blit team is probably who we think they are. This LaRocca team's feisty. I think they're better than people were giving them credit for at the beginning of the year.
I agree. I think this big vibes team too. A lot of vibes pulling.
Seems like it.
All rowing the boat together, and then you have AD. It's hard to be. I said it after the draft. It's hard to ever walk into a dugout and look at Anthony DeMarco with his abs and biceps and be like, "We don't have a chance." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what is LaRocca's record now?
3-1.
2-1.
2-1.
2-1.
Good team. Nice slow schedule to start.
Doesn't say it there.
I thought it just did. Interesting. 2-1. They got Kessler, Rose, and Stock Goddard coming up, so could be 3 tough games there.
Wow.
4. Marone 5, and then an easy win. They got 5 tough games coming up.
5.5 maybe.
5.5.
True, Baiko.
Right. Yeah.
That'll be interesting. This will be a very interesting stretch for them to see. Maybe some good like litmus tests.
I could see this team winning like 4 in a row, then losing 3 in a row. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I could see this team going. I could
Streaky.
even see this team winning 8 in a row. Like it's so hard to say what they're going to be. I just don't think they're going to lose 5 in a row. So I think they're in great shape.
Yep.
Right.
All right, let's move on here. Drzezinski, Goldfarb. Good win for Seth. Obviously a tough loss like 3 days later. So this point is moot, but this was a good win for them against the good Goldfarb team.
Yeah, they came out a little flat. I think if you asked the Goldfarb squad, they would say they were a little flat. I just think Seth's team has a really good defense. You won't cheat them. They're not going to give you the game. So if you're a little flat, this can definitely happen.
Dan Drzezinski hit a grand slam at middle. Like I need that clipped and sent.
Yeah, I think he smoked the ball down the left field line.
Wow.
That just went forever.
Yeah, that's what happens in that field. Ball gets by the outfielders, big problem.
Yep.
Big problem.
We talk about Russ Kraus. What an animal.
Dude, this guy, I could not get him out. Apparently no one can.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Jared
I don't know what fucking bionic knees he's got going on there, but my God.
Jared hit into 818 is wild. I know he had a tough night last night, but
Yep.
Is he?
Well, this Goldfarb team's going to be fine in the long
Not
run.
anymore,
You
but-
scored 9 against a really good team. You had a chance to win. Like 14 hits, pretty solid.
Yeah, I don't think
This-
anyone's
oh my
worried
God, look at
about.
this part of the order. This part of the order killed you.
I think this is a great win for Seth's team.
Yeah. Needed loss for Goldfarb, too. A little humbling loss.
Yeah, I mean, look at Reed is just absolutely raking right now. Joe O's hitting 400. Billy's hitting 430. Like Jesse, I think he's got the MVP swing cooking. He's hitting it hard at people.
Dude, he plays left center in MVP. Did you know that?
Yeah,
And he's been good.
yeah.
It's crazy.
It's a different game, but
Yeah.
yeah. He's,
I mean, the confidence alone.
he's
Got
better
me.
than a 4 inning right fielder, but on this team, there's no room. Like this is just a well-constructed championship level team. So it's like, yeah, I understand probably frustrating for him, but 2 years ago he was catching for 4 innings. Last year he was moving around a lot on a bad defense. This year he's on a very good team and a very good defense, and he's going to get quality innings to make really good plays. But yeah, I think not the norm for Goldfarb this game, and I think not the norm for Drzezinski last night.
right.
You think either of these teams, John, are making the semifinals, if not the finals?
The
Early
semifinals
pick.
and the finals?
Yeah, that's it. Those are the two questions. Either of these two teams in there for you through 3 games, or I guess 4 games for that. Questions for both of you.
I'll say no.
I'd say yes, I think, because I think in the playoffs, when you have to play all 13 guys and you got championship acumen and one of the best shortstops in the league, yes, I think, yes.
For Goldfarb in the semis at least.
What I understand about this league is that you cannot hide from your shortstop, and both these teams have great shortstops. But your pitcher and your shortstop and your defense, like, I just don't know if Seth's team is going like if they run into a Marone team or something on Union Hill where they can't choose the field and things like that. I think Goldfarb could weather that storm a little bit better than Seth's team. So I would say Goldfarb would be my yes of those two.
Yeah. It's also impossible to say. I mean, I know, like, obviously you asked the question because here we are. It's impossible to know right now. Like, all things are going to be so much different.
Well, that's why I asked it now. Let's get some
Yeah.
sound.
No, I get it.
You said no. It's too late. Stand by it.
I'm sticking with the no. I'm
We'll
just
see
playing.
this.
I'm just playing the numbers there, Dom.
Yeah, you're not
teams.
wrong. Mathematically,
Yeah.
you're not wrong.
All right, we
betting
can, let's move on here. Oh, Lombardi 11, first win of the year versus Ace 6. This game was interesting. You want to hear something interesting, Dom? This is the first
Yeah.
time I've encountered a new rule.
Okay.
Nick Klashinsky showed up late to the
Okay.
game. They played with that gave him 10 when he was late. So Mike Senior had to hit twice.
Okay.
The moment that the second Mike Senior hit the second time, he then locks into the lineup. And when Nick showed up, they hit him
12.
after Mike too, who was
Yeah,
at
okay.
quarter.
And
What the fuck did I just say? And that's what happened. But if Mike 2 never got up and Nick showed up, Nick would have replaced Mike 2.
Mike 2 in the lineup. Yeah, it's legit. I believe it.
Crazy. I was so confused. I thought we were like, how is Mike Senior hitting again in like the 7th inning? We thought we were gonna have like an auto out situation, like batting out of turn.
Yeah.
And I run in from the
Well,
outfield.
we
Ronnie,
need
we're
anything
so
right now.
confused. We're so confused in the outfield, and we run into Ronnie. We're like, "Isn't Nick up?" And he's like, "No. Here's the rule." And I was like, "What?"
You're like, get rid of that rule.
Yes. I was shocked. But kudos to Team Lombardi. They made a change defensively. We talked a lot on this podcast about how we're not sure what the best alignment for their outfield is and their infield with Nick and Mike. They clearly don't listen to this podcast and decided to go complete third-party option. They went Pete Coco at short. And they went Klashinsky Jr. in right center, Villani in left center. And let me tell you this. Pete Coco has a force field around him because every single ball we hit was directly into the air to one of the 4 best players on the field. Every single at bat.
Yikes.
This is the bad take. The bad take
Well,
guy.
explains the 6 runs.
I said you play them both out there, and you could put Coco at short. Everyone said no. But what?
It worked beautifully. He made.
Did Mike Villani play second?
Villani at second. Mike Senior was at third.
And Pleco was where?
Unbelievable at third base. Senior. We smoked balls at him all day, and he picked all of them.
Sig in his mouth, just doing his thing. And where's Pleco? At first and right?
Pleco was in left. It was Pleco, Villani, Klashinsky Jr., Jeremy Levine. So their first 4-round picks were their outfield. And we were like, they need more reps. Let's hit all of our fly balls there.
Oh, my God. Pleco could play first base on this team because having Klashinsky come in and play left field.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
That's a great move.
Yeah.
Great coaching.
Jim pitched unbelievable. I've never seen so many balls bounce backwards towards a pitcher before this game.
In the front of the plate.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
I mean, look at Junior's fucking raking right now, too.
Yeah.
The guy.
Jeremy's on fire. Another 3 hits out of him. He had a big day versus us, too.
Yeah, he's like a fucking gnat in a barbecue, dude. You can't keep him on first base, and then he never stops running once he gets there.
Yeah, he's fast.
Yep. They scored 5 in the first, and here's my problem. I consistently stick with this, and I'm going to harp on them even in this win. 11-6, they scored 5 in the first. And they only scored 6 runs through the rest of the game. They kind of just coasted.
Yeah.
And they just didn't have life. And the game was kind of there for the taking, and we just couldn't get a break we needed to. But, like, they left the door wide open for us, and they were just going through the motions with, like, a 2 to 3 run lead.
I mean, Fouch with another hit and a walk.
Yeah, I let the boys down in the biggest way today, or Sunday, like the biggest way. I stranded like 6 runners. I was hitting fly balls at people.
I was just gonna say because Lenny's a hit, Fauci on base twice.
Yeah, it was.
It was. O ran a couple hits. Like, you're usually way better than that. Again, got lucky. If you're 2 for 4 in this game,
I wouldn't say we got lucky. They outplayed us. We played horrible. And we couldn't catch a break. You know when you play bad and you catch breaks and it's like you barely win a game?
Yeah.
We needed a break. We couldn't. Like, their bloopers were falling. Villani had a triple that went 72 feet in the air.
Yeah. And he's so fast and fuckable.
Mike Pleco, the next batter, nubs a ball that doesn't reach the second baseman. Like, Little things like that we just couldn't catch a break, but they are in the win for sure.
Love that for them.
We'll see with the party team.
I should have known Deeds was Sandgate. Now I'm looking at one of these messages.
Walnut.
Anything on either of those two teams, or you want to move on?
Moving on is good.
Moving on is good. Princeton, Brain and Sprite 12, Wallman, Goddard 5. I spoke with someone on Team Goddard, and he summed it up in a couple words. He said, "Not our day."
Yeah.
Larry Rubin got
Didn't look
called
like
out for stepping on the front of home plate in this game.
What happened?
So it is a rule in softball that's only called by one umpire in this league. But if your foot crosses over the front of the plate and you strike the ball, you're out. So
directly in front.
if any part of your foot goes over any part of the mat, you're out.
Yeah.
So if you're trying, if you're standing,
around it,
no, if you're
Around
standing, like let's say you're standing
In the strike zone.
in the front of the box and you want to go the other way and you kind of twist your foot, hit the ball, and your front foot lands in front of the plate, you're out.
Yeah.
your front foot.
Any foot. Yes, correct. If your back foot comes out of the box, even if you're not in front of the plate, you're out. And if your front foot steps over the plate in any way, over the front, side, whatever, you're out. I believe it's the back as well, but that's not something. But it's something that
98% of the league.
correct. When you like, it's something that when like a big batter is up and their front foot, their back foot is like even with the front of the mat and their front foot is up and they're going the other way, they're stepping over the plate.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a point of contention I had last year because someone did it to me and hit an absolute fucking nuke, and I'm like, you can't do that. And the umpire's like, Larry Rubin of all people.
Yeah.
Larry
Umpire's
Rubin of all
like,
people
"No, you
gets
just
called
did."
out for it. He sent me the clip, I think Larry did, or the timestamp of it. But he also like steps on the plate too because he's like, as he's like, he hits it, drops the bat, and then he steps over the mat. Like, so it's very obvious. But even last night, I saw Danny saying something to one of your teammates, John, or was it? No, it was maybe. Was it Beef?
I don't know.
Oh no, it was Unterweiser. It was
Oh,
Unterweiser.
right after the Ian play.
Unterweiser was standing somewhere in relation to the plate or the box, and Danny
yes.
kind of just let him know, can't do this.
Well, Unterweiser stands too far. That they were saying, like too far away from the plate.
Which I don't believe is a rule.
Yeah.
Well,
Because-
there has to be a batter's box.
The line, but those lines on Union Hill left
We just
are
don't
not.
have.
They're not.
Yeah.
The
Correct. Those are
that's a
wrong.
Baseball box.
Yeah.
It's
Unless
a
you want to chalk the field every week.
Yeah. So, again, standing too far away is, I don't really see an issue with it. There are a lot of good hitters that stand very far away. Like if you ever watch Bija hit, I always think like, oh, I'm going to throw this guy a pitch outside. He can't reach it, and then he does anyway. But like, there are
That's AFAS. That's AFAS.
AFAS as well. So it's like, but it's the stepping over the front of the plate that was called in this one. That was honestly
Crazy.
the only interesting part about this game was that call.
Did he get a hit on this ball?
He did. He hit a ball to the right field.
And they called him out?
There, and Danny called him out, like as he was kind of right away too. So, and it's the right call. It's the right call. It's just not a call that's universally made throughout the league.
It is a crazy
Right.
call, I'd say.
It's a call that could probably be made all the time in our league, and
Has
they
been
just
officially
just
made
pick-
one time in the last
Right.
3 years that I know of.
Crazy.
So,
By the way,
Whatever.
I'm looking at the box score here. Our team had 14 hits last night, which felt like 2. I
Yeah.
can't imagine how little 10 hits
Yeah.
feels when you're
Not a
playing a
lot.
softball game. Barely a hit an inning.
Yeah, it's
Boy,
not
Julio
great.
hit 2 triples, coming on up. Yeah, I mean, this is ho hum. You got to have a good game against this Wallman team. You can't be flat and you can't be average. And I think Goddard was just not their day. And that's pretty much a good explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moving on. Carroll Conti. Obviously, Carroll gets the big win last night, but Welcome back, Tom. They got a win without him against this Conti team that seems to just have minimal.
Yeah. And this AJ, two triples, two singles, four RBIs, three runs, 4 for 5. Like, have a day, bud. And he pitched fantastically. Greg is obviously still hurt. There's probably like 4 balls I count in this game up the middle that a healthy Greg Deloise gets.
Mm.
And I think Lucas Priest hit a home run in this game, or maybe it was a triple.
Play your best.
Triple homer, yeah, triple
Yeah.
double on the single.
Nicky texted right after this game his stat line. He called AJ his slump buster or something like that very arrogantly, and I thought they won this game. And then 4 minutes later, I saw the score, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
But Nicky did say if
Classic.
this team gets their one, it's a top team for him, and maybe that's not such a bad take.
Who said that?
Nick Deloise after this game, he said if
About
they-
TC.
if they get a one, whether TC or
Well, it's going to be really difficult for Connie to beat teams if him and Greg both have 0 hits.
yeah, Greg is not healthy. Greg is
Really?
probably Greg is he
Yeah.
popped his calf like what 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago now. He's
Right.
like at the phase where he's like almost getting tighter before he gets looser. He was probably like, with adrenaline and everything, probably in better shape the Wednesday after the Sunday he hurt himself, however it happened, than he will be now. But like he looked very stiff, and he's probably not getting a lot of oomph on his pitches, and he's definitely not fielding the middle the way he's accustomed to. I mean, he's a one for a reason.
Yeah.
So like, it's tough. It's tough. He's out there battling, and this Morel field is huge, and this Conti outfield is not the best. So it's like thick grass. You're playing guys deep. There's a fucking wind tunnel out there. Like, it's,
AJ just feasts at that field at that point. Any lefty,
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So
any healthy lefty,
great,
including
great
this guy, dude,
report.
Millhaven. You see this guy?
Oh,
Have you
good
seen this
ball.
guy at all?
Danny C.
Danny
Bro, he
C.
can
Dude's an
go
absolute
everywhere.
unit. His batting gloves match his bat, and all he does is
It's
hit
great.
His batting gloves.
match.
You don't
He's leading
care.
the league in RBIs.
He can go in any direction, dude. I've seen this kid poke the ball all over the field. He looks like Cooner.
12 hits, leading the league. Where's RBIs here? That's it.
Can't have a guy 280 pounds
Look at
leading
this.
the league. in
13
triples.
RBIs. The big three in the league, just as everyone would have guessed it. Pastor, Amato, Millhaven.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
Exactly.
just absolutely attacking.
Savage.
Yeah. Cool to see. It might be a long year for this Conti team.
It depends.
We'll see.
I still like the makeup of their team, and it's
Yeah.
healthy.
It-
Too early to panic.
Yeah, yes, it is. It's tough for me to panic about teams when they're losing because their best players are playing bad.
Bika, don't start this again. You got me in so much trouble with this stupid question.
What was the question?
It's in the chat.
Oh, where do they rank against the 1-2 combos? Great question. Great question, Justin.
This might have been the only time Conti ever texted me live during any pod I've ever done, was when Bika fucking asked that question and I just answered it. Try to answer it.
Why you said last?
No, but what Biko said last,
We
and
were high on him.
we put him like 14th or 13th or 12th, somewhere in that range. But speaking of Biko, I'm not going to say it. That would have been mean. But speaking of Biko,
Way to get a win, Justin. You guys aren't pathetic.
Dennis O'Connor just coming back. He had a nice week off, dealing with family issues, and now he's back just raking again. What is it? 2 doubles and a home run? 8 total bases, doing his best Ryan Amato impression. Baldino,
It's a good win for Byko. Much needed win for Team Byko. How about Chip have a day? 6 ribs.
I love
Yeah.
it. Dude, these guys are
6 of their-
mercy.
Unbelievable.
What a
Good for
Patriot.
Byko. They needed this. They needed this for the vibes for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did. They did. And Seamus Coyle's raking right now. Pat, earmuffs, Pat. Seamus is absolutely raking. Um, and I mean, look at Jay-Z hitting 750. Just can't get this guy out.
This team over here.
Yeah, I mean, 14-8 is still close. Like they're going to be in every game, I think. And I don't know what to do with either of these teams. I don't know if Bico won because they were playing Pollock. I don't know if this is a quality win. I don't know if Pollock's team is going to be 500 or in the playing game. Like, I don't fucking know. Honestly.
How did? Look at the stats. Look at the total stats at the bottom. They're very similar. How is there a 6-run difference?
I think
They have the
timely hitting.
same average.
That's really what it
It's
boils down
doubles,
to.
I guess.
Timely hitting.
If
That's it.
4 more bases and 6 more runs.
Holden
That's
Silver, that's
crazy.
half the
Pretty well.
fucking RBIs for your team.
OPS is the same too.
What do you get? A fucking 6-run triple?
Bico's almost the same round as the. Shut up.
That's crazy. This is a weird loss from Pollock looking at this. I didn't get a chance to watch this game back, but looking at these stats, I'm gonna tell you this: either Team Bico is incredibly efficient, or Pollock could have easily won this game if they got a timely hit.
Yeah, I don't know.
that's
You
dominant.
can't get a game film from this Pollock team. It's always the data's always corrupted or
Well,
something.
of course. Bico won't stream because his players get suspended, and Pollock won't stream because their players would get suspended.
Right.
It's one and the same.
I love that. That's poetry.
Poetry.
I would bet that you could play this game 10 times on a simulator and it would be 5-5. You know, each team
Yeah.
wins 2 games apiece.
Sounds about right. Interesting. What an
Mhm.
interesting game. Neither of these two
Pollock hit
teams.
into a couple run killing double plays.
Who just said that?
David.
Figs.
Thank you, Daves.
Beck-
How does he
Beck
know
says-
that?
This is
I was wondering the same thing. We all played at the same time.
How do you know that, David? Please inform.
David, you went back and watched Pollock, Bico?
Is it even out?
I could not get the footage of this game.
Yeah, true. How the
I'm
fuck
sure it
you-
existed somewhere, probably on the website, but I'm illiterate.
Who-
So.
Who do we think David's even talking to on these teams to get this information? None of his buddies are on this team.
I could see him low key being a Cooner guy. Nick DiNapoli, if you stand within 20 feet of him, he'll tell you about anything. So it could be that.
Game was
The
streamed.
game
Dom,
was
you're
streamed.
blind.
I just
Unbelievable.
didn't say
Wow.
I didn't have access to it. I didn't see it anywhere. I don't know whose YouTube it's on,
Bad
and I
Take
didn't
King
see it
is
on
back.
Facebook.
Bad take King's
We
back.
just don't check our sources here, I guess.
Unbelievable.
Good.
Unbelievable.
Guys, I never try to cast any aspersions. You know who I am. You've always known.
All right, let's move on to this. I take this back.
I am
The
who
Rock-
you thought I was, John.
Huh?
I said
I said I am who you thought I was.
crown him.
We
are
let him
who
off
we
the hook.
thought they were.
Let him off the fucking hook. Again.
This game also
I
weird.
said before, LaRocca over Bombenblit was the shocker. This might be the shocker. How didn't Marone cover 7.5?
I mean, it's the field, I think.
Well, you're not going to cover 7.5 when you scored 9. Well,
Could.
can we talk about some of the zeros here?
I see a lot of zeros. Are there any in particular you would like to discuss?
Yeah, the one where there's 3 in a row.
So you got Gaglio 0-0-0-0. Ralph Calabro, a lot of zeros. Lou Buffalo, 0.71s, not great. 154 from Andy. 300
Yeah,
from
that's-
Photos.
This
I mean, again,
Tuscany
Nico
Rose team is
Arnold,
going
182.
through it right now.
Off, yeah.
Louis B, you're better than
Sweet
that.
Lou. And Cumber hitting 600.
Holden says he records the game but doesn't post them live. He posts
You know,
them
Holden, you got
after,
my
so maybe
number.
that's why.
Wow.
You're saying the bases loaded with nobody out, Holden? I need all of the details. How is that possible?
I think this game, I don't know.
Is that just
Santa-
like you think it's bases loaded, like ground out to, and then double play?
Pop-ups in infield, maybe. That happens.
I need to know, Holden. Who, when, where, how, why. That's tough.
Man, Gaglio's having a tough time, huh?
Dealing games when you're
Yeah.
2 is 3 games in and does not
This
have a
whole
hit.
Tuscany
David?
Rose team is having a tough time. Like, if you look at some of these guys, dude, like half their team I did some crazy math earlier. Like half their team, if you add their averages, is hitting like 110. That's not
They
very
might have,
good for them.
Vico. They might have.
They have
David,
to.
David, that's an accurate statement.
This Tuscany Rose team needs to figure something out. Like they got to find something, because it seems very doom and gloom for them, vibes and all already. Tweet
Yeah, and
3.
you have Santa on this team is all-time vibes goon. So it's like takes a lot.
Yeah.
Do you get worried about Christian at all? Like,
I mean, 0 is pretty low.
yeah, trust me, I've been there.
I'm not sure if he's their shortstop anymore. So how does he handle that too?
What do you mean?
I don't think I said a confusing sentence.
I watched him play shortstop in this game.
I don't think he's their shortstop anymore going forward.
Oh, Richie gonna go there?
That's perhaps a rumor.
Rich has a great glove.
Maybe you take a little pressure off him.
How does that affect him? Yeah, like he's in a good way.
Rich hitting 5.
I mean, it's a lot of pressure to go. You know, he hasn't played ball in a decade. So
Definitely tough coming back in. The timing's all off a little bit.
different
Yeah.
ball. And I'll tell you what, dude. I'll tell you what. He's not the only problem on this team.
No.
Oh, correct.
Look at the bottom. The bottom looks bad.
Like Santa, Richie Allen.
Even Santa can do better than that. I know his numbers aren't horrible, but they could be better.
I mean, him and Poles are hitting 570. Cumber 600. Richie 580. Like,
Dude, they didn't have
just not
any.
getting help.
Look at it. They didn't have any extra base hits other than Santa's home.
Yeah.
It's not very.
No.
That's not a sustainable way to play softball.
No. And only 13
Joey
hits.
can't stretch one of those into a double. Cumber can't stretch one of those into a double.
Christian,
Think about
if
this,
you're
double.
I mean, he's got to probably
Double, single, run. Someone try.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Then it's time to take some risks, right? Why
Yeah,
not?
try. It's up. Yeah. Good job from Marone winning this game. They should have won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ronnie had a great day.
Jordan Cran hitting 714. Let's go.
There are
Wow, a lot of good batting averages in that lineup. Jeez.
There are a lot of high averages so far in the league in general.
Hold on. Stay there, Marty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 guys over 500. That is absolutely insane. That's got to
What
be the most in
happens
the league.
when you draft guys a full fucking round after they should go?
Yeah.
This is what happens when 9 people pass on a top 3 player in the league, and then everyone just it was like a confluence of events, the perfect storm. Like JR just sitting there, no one took him. Ronnie went way later than he probably should have gone. Like Tornetta locked in as a 5 because he had a rough year last year, was great value. Glenn as a lunatic as an 8, great value. Like,
Juan Gallardo and Gallo, both very solid players.
and they went a full round late.
Full round, yeah.
Sean
Yeah.
Dancer, people forget that he could play right center field if he needed to. He was playing right field.
Well, and Sean's hitting 133. Gallardo's hitting 250. Those guys could both be a lot better, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't happen, because then this would be
Correct.
really, really scary.
Then we're in
team.
trouble. Then everyone's in trouble.
Yeah.
And this guy,
I mean,
this guy kissed these 3 games already too, and that helps him a little bit while he tries to figure it out.
who has?
His rookie, Kisty,
Oh, okay.
he's like hitting under 100 or around 100 or something like that. So
Okay.
This Marone team will be in the semis.
Oh, I forgot about this game. Yikes.
Oh, sorry, John. You played without
Yikes.
your green spans. Pingaro, we already talked enough about your team. How's this Patty Pink's team without a 1 and a 4?
Holy
no, it's a
fuck,
homer,
we
sorry.
had 10 hits in this game. Oh my god, we can't fucking hit.
Looks like they hit very well at Union Hill left.
They did.
Yeah. How's this Ruthberg kid after you got your eyes on him for the first time?
Good. Likes going the other way. Good fielder. Just a nice, well-rounded player. Got speed. Good player.
Agreed.
They got 6 guys hitting over 500 on this team.
I will say this. I wonder how many errors they logged for us because we had a lot.
That's what I heard.
We had a lot of errors. I wonder how many of those 20 hits were actually errors.
And I mean, again, Pat drafted a great team, even though he lost that trade.
Like he gave Mark Pursley 2 hits. One of them was me being a complete moron.
Yeah, you guys are like.
Dom, I thought us having 14 hits last night was bad, and it was. It was bad. 10 hits on Sunday.
12 total bases.
That is so
That's
absolutely horrible.
31.
Did I have the only extra? I had the only extra base hit. Jeez.
Again, Yucca 167. God.
Oh no! Let's not talk about Team Kessler anymore.
Dom, it
You can
got
only be
worse.
so depressed.
It got worse. Yeah, I know.
Please, no more Team Kessler talk.
Yeah, go to the next fucking game. We got murdered. Pingaro team really good.
Very
They
good.
hit.
Really good.
They got a deep lineup.
Lano
They got
Meyer,
good-
Dom, please talk about how you guys might win a game in the near future.
They wasted my Jordan flu game, Martin. That's what I'll say.
That's disgusting.
They might have scored 5 earned runs in this game. And honestly, like, it shows in the numbers. We had more bases, higher average. I mean, we just made so many defensive errors that we shouldn't have made. It was just one of those days. And, you know, Sean's still figuring it out. Taco's still figuring it out. Vesio's still figuring it out. Mike Amato can't buy a hit. He's just hitting the ball hard at people. He hit an absolute bomb to right center. I didn't know why they were playing him that deep. Like, he's just getting very unlucky. But I have a lot of hope, so I'm not the most worried guy in the world. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's too early.
And this Toronto team is very good. I'm honestly very proud of the way we fought in this game. I'm not happy with the outcome, and we got things to figure out. But I think we fought really well in this game, and not a moral victory or whatever the fuck, a Pyrrhic victory. None of that. But I can see it. I can see it in us. You know.
Tom, how'd this game go? You guys have any leads at any point or like?
No.
No.
We gave him a couple runs in the first, scored a couple. Then it was just we got it. It was at one point it was like 9-8, 8-7, something like that. I mean, Frank Hermel hit a great ball down the right. Him and Bickoff really, really like. Just a couple, like, look at the back. Look at their double. Yeah. Look at the doubles on this team. It was Ermel, Bickoff,
from the bottom.
Chalia.
From the bottom.
Nick Toronto had 2 total bases. Nah, that's it. Ryan, no. He should only have 2 singles in that game. That's incorrect.
3.
That's wrong. I'll tell you that for free. Yeah. I mean, Heitzner didn't get a hit.
What is wrong, Dom? What is wrong?
Nick only had 2 singles.
Oh, you're saying he only had 2?
Correct.
Okay.
Book says 3.
Book says 3.
Yeah, Ryan's a fucking beast. The fact Ryan has no walks on the season, and that's a problem. We're not putting other teams in a position to walk Ryan. Because at no point is Ryan coming up in a game where his swing could take us ahead. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I have a feeling that Goldfarb's not even going to fuck with it on Sunday, but
I mean,
Ryan Frank is playing. Like, we have it in us. We have it in us, and I'm not worried.
Bottom. As I said, this bottom's smoking the ball. Vin and Frank, like Justin, Pat, dude. Like, look at this. It's
Yeah.
This is incredible right here.
They have like 3 10s. They don't have a 13 or a 12. 311.
I don't see a 13 on this team, and I don't see a 12 either.
Correct.
Well, they
Patsy
made the trade.
Aglia,
Baker Mel's a new man. What is he hitting? 625? Like Frank's been working hard.
bro, how do you get Patsy Aglia in the last round? Did that happen, or did these guys have 2 12s?
They had 2 12s because Frank had their 13, I believe.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, they made that trade. Yeah.
We just had a couple like defensive, like mental lapses a little bit, like bad team to have them against. We played well. That's a good team. I'll stand on it. I think they're one of the best teams in the league from like an all around perspective. There's no easy out. There's no guy where you're like, oh, thank God he's coming up to the plate on that team.
Shabbat shalom.
What's up, boys?
He's a special guest.
Sorry, I didn't get the introduction. I was told just to join.
What's up? What's up? Yeah, we're live. No introduction. Just a hello and how are you?
Oh, I mean, Dom told me 8:40. He might have meant 8:40 Central Time, I guess. But it's okay.
I keep you on your toes, champ.
Just been sitting around waiting.
And then,
Mom
and then you
texted me.
texted me and you're like, is that accurate? I was like, yeah.
Bailey's watching in the other room with the baby. Baby's
Bales,
sleeping.
I love you so much, the most. Now I'll definitely be nice to you.
What's up, boys? How we doing?
how's it going, champ? How's the season going? Is the hangover from the last season over? Catch the people up on all things Wolfhard.
I for sure have the hangover. I stink. That's my excuse for the first 3 games. I have the championship hangover still. But no, we're good. I mean, we had a tough loss on Sunday, and like you said, Marty, I think it was a good loss. It was a humbling loss. This team has been used to a lot of winning, and I, after the game, it was like I haven't felt a loss like that in like a year and a half. So it was tough, but it was for sure humbling. We didn't come to play. That's what it came down to. We like Tom said, we came out flat. They scored 5 in the first, even though we responded with 5, but we were flat all game for sure.
Alex, I got a trivia question for you.
Yeah.
How many calendar weeks has it been since Nick Martino and Cole Fluta lost on the same Sunday?
Great question.
That is a good question.
2.
I don't know. What is it?
58 weeks.
That's crazy.
57 weeks, yeah.
That's crazy. Over a year.
Yeah.
How did you
Week 1 of last
Calendar
year.
weeks or season weeks?
Calendar weeks, I said.
Yeah.
Week 1
So,
of
like
last
opening day last year.
year. Opening day last year.
That's actually insane. I mean,
do
we
you
were.
go through every week? I guess you just got to go through all the losses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, realistically,
Losses are easy to go through for those 2 teams last year.
Yeah, we were 18-4. They were what, 17-5?
Yeah, something like that.
So it was,
And you played each other twice. So
Yeah. So it was and then did they lose in the playoffs?
it doesn't
Besides
seem
us?
like a lot, but man, is that a lot?
Yeah,
That's a
it's
lot.
well, Cole at the end was the champ at the end. So that's all.
I can't
that's all
believe
that
you
matters.
didn't spoil that before this, Dom. Good for you.
I wanted to.
What how you feeling about the boys going into this year? Was the strategy, Alex, like let's just try to run it back with the exact same team as best I can?
I mean, as close as I can get, for sure. I mean, I knew it was going to be tough. I mean, obviously, Cole and Volanis will never play together again. I mean, realistically, it didn't get as far away as I thought it was going to be. He still went in the second round, which, I mean, playing a whole year with Nick, I mean, and he got moved to the outfield and they won the game. And that should, talk how good he is and, how good of a teammate he is, too. And like Dom always says, they're the most fuckable brother combination out there. And they're just great guys. But, yeah, I mean, they were the only ones who I thought at some point I wasn't going to get. And then I knew I probably wasn't going to get Ush either when I traded my, 4th-round pick away to really get Cole. But at that point, I kind of knew that I was going to get Cole. I was going to get Becker was going to be there. I know a lot of people were a little, pushed away by him missing, possibly a playoff game, and well, he most likely will be. And then And then the third pick was, I was taking probably one of the best, the best outfielder available there. It ended up being Jomo. And then the fifth, I knew when I got Bijou, I was going to get Whalen also. So it just rounded out there. And then the bottom, I knew I was going to get pretty similar. I know no one was. I mean, it was either going to be Doug or Billy in the 11th round. Reed's obviously the 12, and then we're kind of filling, Hartley for third. So the plan was to get as close as possible, and we got 8 of the 13 guys, which I don't know.
Can I ask you a question about Whalen real quick?
Yeah.
Because I didn't know he made jerseys.
Yeah.
And you guys got jerseys from him this year, right?
Yeah, we did, and they're actually awesome. This was the first year he was able to sell. That's why we didn't know.
Got you.
He's been working for this company, I believe he said, but this was the first year he was able to actually sell, and that's why this is the first time people have used him. We used him.
Yeah,
they're actually
Cole told us like, hey, he did our jerseys on for the Sunday. We're getting jerseys for Hornick.
Yeah.
So we're about to place the order. It's the fucking coolest jerseys I've ever seen get made.
And they're good quality too. They're real good quality also.
That's it.
And then he made us like some hoodies. Whoever wanted hoodies, like in the jersey style, and his company does a good job. And definitely recommend for next year. Whoever wants to use them, I would definitely.
What's
definitely
the name
recommend.
of the company?
That I don't know.
I think it's set on the mock-up. I should have got that info. I didn't think about.
Yeah, I don't know. Just go to Whalen. That's it.
Yeah, there you go.
But they make quality stuff for sure. Our sponsor was also nice enough to buy us shorts this year, so that was good. I guess business is good for Becker. Also coming off a championship season, he probably was on a high there, so he was feeling nice. No hats though. I mean, couldn't commit to get his hats. I guess shorts was enough though.
Power Trek Athletic.
There you go.
Power Trek with a K. The one word Power Trek. Power Tech. Sorry.
Alex,
Power Tech.
can I use some of your time to retract the bad take that I just had?
Which bad take?
Nick Toronto did actually have 3 singles off me.
You just get yelled at over.
I'm still proud of those 3 singles. Okay, still proud of those 3 singles.
Listen, he didn't hit 1,000 against you, which he probably hits against most people.
3 total bases on Union Hill, right? I'll take it.
Yeah,
Only
for
3
sure.
bases. The under it. The under it.
Yeah.
Can I ask you one last question? Then we can jump into the slate. Can I ask you one last question about your team from this year, Alex? Do you said you returned 8 of the 13? Do the other 5 people feel like they're not a part of the team yet?
No. I mean, there's one guy who will be named nameless that left our group chat. No. Oh, you're talking about the guys who are currently on my team, or the guys who are not?
No. Like the 8 that you brought back. Did the other 5 feel?
Wait,
like
who
No,
left
I
your
think-
group chat? That's
It's-
electric.
Yeah, I don't think he was happy when I didn't draft him, but it's okay. I'm not going to name names there.
Gotta be done.
He knows who he is.
You know who you are.
But yeah, I'm
But-
talking about the 5 for this year.
No, I think everyone. Listen, Pez.
Right.
Everyone knows when I drafted him, he probably wasn't too ecstatic because he knew he was not pitching.
No.
And I knew he wanted to pitch. I got a text immediately, trade me. So
Why would
that's
Becker text you that?
no. Well, that's why in the room it went on mute. I was trying to take the pick back, and then everyone was going nuts and stuff like that. So I was trying to give Pez what he wanted, even though in my opinion he
Have you heard the story of Pez in that moment?
No, I did not.
Can we tell it real quick?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so we're at a friend's house that will remain nameless for his own anonymity, and we're all having we're having some cocktails, we're having a good time, everything's great. Pez looking at the board, he's like, "Fuck, who's gonna take me? Is it gonna be Bomb and Blade? Is it gonna be Pollock? Is it gonna be this person, that person?" Then we hear 2025 champion Alex Goldfarb go, "James Pizzula." Guy slams his drink down on the mantle, grabs his keys, leaves the house. Probably texting you on the phone, right?
Oh my God, yeah, nonstop.
Then we're all in the house and we hear, "Oh, he's not happy. Wait, I need to take it back." So someone's like, "Pick is coming off the board." So someone runs outside and is like, James, they took the pick back. You're back on the board." And as he's coming in, you hear fucking Bykowski going, No, he's got to keep the pick.
No, it was Todd. Was
Was it Todd? Okay.
It was Todd.
Sure, they
It was
sound
Todd.
alike sometimes. So, as Pez is coming back in, all you hear is Jomo go, well, I guess James is staying on Team Goldmark. Slams the drink that he slammed on the mantle, puts it back down, and just drives right to the bar. And that's where he found him 3 hours later.
Oh yeah, he used to text me for the rest of the draft, like trade me to Bomb and Blood, trade me to Bomb. And listen, I was trying to give him what he wanted. I like Jimmy. I love playing with him in MVP. That's one reason why I drafted him. I also, at the end of the day, thought he was not the wrong pick there, regardless. I got my pitcher who's going to fill in for Beck when I need him in the playoffs. Pez is going to pitch multiple games.
Yeah.
If Becker wasn't a psycho after he split his stomach open, he probably would have pitched that Wednesday night game against Wallman, but Becker's just a psycho. But, he's going to pitch at the end of the season because I'm not going to have him go cold into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to pitch more games than people think.
You should pitch him Sunday.
I mean, listen, if you show up with 10 guys, maybe.
Buddy.
But, regardless, he was the right pick there. He's a very good hitter. I mean, he had a home run that Wednesday night. That was, a big game for him there. So, at the end of the day, I was deciding between him and Wags, which Wags was the next pick anyway, and I think Todd probably knew that, and that's why he was going, ape shit about me taking the pick back. But at the end of the day, it was the right pick there. Yeah, but I think everyone else is happy and feels like they belong. I mean, Chris Curdy, great guy. This is the first time I ever had interaction with him. He's a gamer. I didn't realize how good he was in left field either. He makes every play. Hitting, I think he would say he would like to improve, but he hits the ball hard. He hits it hard
every time.
Yeah, and then
swings right up the middle. Just tell him to
exactly. That's it. But he also's got some pop. He's got pop for sure. And then Jesse. Yeah. For sure. Oh, okay, that's good to know.
Good to know.
Yeah, that's very good to know. And then Jesse's the other one who I think he's very good in the outfield. I saw your point about him playing 4 innings, in the outfield. There might be some changes coming this weekend where you might see a little more outfield. But
I think it's the right amount, honestly.
Yeah, but he like you said, I think he has the MVP swinging going right now, and I think he's a confident guy. So when he gets going, then he'll start hitting. And listen, he hits the ball hard also. So, and then Joe's been a Goldfarb before, so he's right back where he belongs. So I think everyone fits in. Everyone's
really well too.
Yeah, exactly.
I would watch a buddy comedy of Becker and Joe. Like if Joe went out to the job sites to negotiate Becker's work, would be a hysterical show. I'd watch it.
I also think the problem Sunday in our game is we weren't allowed to drink. We're in middle, so it's like I think it's
a cop there this Sunday.
Yeah,
not drinking there either.
Yeah,
Wait
so I think
second. It was a hardship for you guys not to drink alcohol Sunday morning at 9 a.m. on Mother's Day.
I will say, Alex,
I mean,
not
me.
Not me.
I mean,
team lives.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think Beck needs a few in them, and Joe. There's a few guys on there like.
I think the league needs Pez to have a few in him.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true too.
Safety,
yeah. But I'm excited about the team. I think we'll be very good again. Bunch of gamers. I mean, Bija just is Bija. Consistently just hitting. Jomo's having a great start. I mean, Reed should be the one who's rated a 6, not me. I should be the 12. He's off to a great.
Can you tell us which peptides Reed's been using?
I don't know. Something though. I mean, it's something. He's beating Santa in left center. He's beating Kyle in left center. He's off to a good start, and hopefully he keeps it going. And his brother does something because I'm hitting, I think 200 right now, which is not great.
It's not great.
I think Bailey could out hit you right now, maybe.
Oh, 100%. I mean, she probably hits the ball as hard as me too, because I might be the easiest out in the league right now.
She just gave birth, so she's full of strength.
That's true too. That's true.
Should we jump into these previews here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go here. Let's go. First game. I don't know if you guys have used this page, but I'm going to use this page for the first time today. We'll see what
I love this page.
It's great.
Page
with
it looks
previews.
awesome.
Wait, what is this on? Where can I find this?
This is the
website.
If you go to the home page.
Oh, I'm banned on this. I can't go.
And then it shows you preview.
Can we talk about that for a second? What do you mean you're banned from the site?
I'm not.
That's
okay.
a joke.
We
Yeah.
can't,
I know it was a joke,
Facebook
but
page without
Gotcha.
mommy and daddy approving it.
that's fair.
It's not.
One comment an hour, right?
Yeah, yeah. 2 reactions an hour, 1 comment.
No
If I got a carnival, I can trade my 2 reactions for a comment, but I can't do it for a post.
Bomb and Blit minus 4.5 versus Lombardi. No Martinez, no Brian Walker. We'll throw you right into the fire.
So that's a good 11.
And what is Jeff? There's 6, right? 5 or 6.
7, maybe?
Jeff's there 5, I
7,
believe.
5.
Oh,
It says
okay.
it down here. Jeff's there 6.
Yeah.
Who do you got here, Alex? In this one, they're at Swim Club. I like how it says the swim at swim on dirt, big field. That's interesting.
Ooh.
Where's it
It's
to
good
that?
right here on the top with Jersey All Stars. That Swim 0-1.
Oh yeah. Oh wow,
Big
nice.
Field 0-2.
On
That's
Big Field.
Good job.
All right.
Vision.
I'm gonna go with my boy the Volanis. I do think this is still a good team. I mean, listen, like you said, I didn't know they made that switch with Pete Kozaski at short. I mean, let's see how he does with making more than one play. But I mean, you have arguably almost probably the best middle outfield with Nick and Mike out there. You know, in an open field, you're not really gonna hit any over their head or get any in front of them. But I think this team is good. I think they're going to cover. I think they're actually going to win outright, in my opinion. I think they're feeling good after their first win. I know, we still have our championship chat going, and Nick and Mike were a little more excited this week than the previous one. So
Yeah,
I think they're going to win a close one. I think it's going to be like 10-8. They're going to win. But I think they'll win out right there. I mean, it's unbelievable. I'm looking at this also. Ush has 10 hits in the first. Where they play 4 games? I don't think he had.
Score right now.
Yeah, for sure.
He batted twice against my team, so he.
Okay, that
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense. Because I don't think he had 10 hits in the first 12 games for us last year. I mean, he had a hell of a second half, but it's good to see him start continuing where he left off last year.
I mean, this right here, if you look in the bottom right, Junior hitting 700 and Levine hitting 700 to start. Like, they're on fire. And, like, just every time they get up, they just have 2 men on for their order. It's, like, so hard to navigate through. I'm going to follow you. I think I'm going to follow you there. I would take the money line in this game as well, Alex. I think they might have found something they could ride the momentum on.
Yep.
Who are you taking, John?
I actually already made my picks for this week, and I've got Lombardi plus 4.5. That's too many runs.
I'm
lot
taking
of runs.
Bomb and Blit then. Give me Bomb and Blit with the tight 11.
Smart pick, though.
Fade the public. Got to fade him.
Smart pick and smart job asking me first.
Yeah. Oh, I had to make sure.
The tight 11 is very interesting for them there.
Tight 11, good lineup, good defense.
Yeah.
4.5 is a lot, though.
4.5 is a lot. Another 4.5
So
line.
I'm purely
Wallman minus
taking the
4.5
public.
against Pollock.
Say again?
Speaking of 4.5, Wallman minus 4.5 versus Pollock.
Yeah. Marty, your screen, I don't know if you stop sharing on purpose.
Nah. You're gonna have to let me know if it stops that.
Yeah. Well, just did.
Riverside's been a pain in the ass tonight with it. Never should be back.
Just did.
Yeah.
And no one's missing from this game, or
No,
From
not
the
that was
team?
reported to us.
Yeah.
This Wallman color scheme over here looks way better on the screen than their jerseys.
for sure.
Looks like
They're-
Seahawks.
They're a good team, though. I think they cover this 4.5. I think they're a lot better than Pollock. Obviously, Nick is going to keep you in games.
Dude,
Most likely, like Dom said, will keep games close. But I do think this Wallman team is very, very good.
You better be careful, Alex. You're agreeing with a lot of my takes.
I did not realize how good Viggs was, by the way. I will give that kid credit. I mean, it could be that somehow he got drafted as a 3 last year, and you guys had 3 1s.
We don't have to talk about that, Alex.
But he is
Well,
very, very
I
good.
just finished complaining to my therapist about last season, and here you are bringing it up again.
They had 3 1s. They must have won the championship.
But I think they cover this pretty easily, in my opinion. I think this team is very good up and down the lineup also.
You're a bad person, John. I'm with you. I'm not taking Pollock until they give me a reason to take him.
Fine, John. I'll go first. I'll take Walden. I'll
You
take
love
Walden.
Walden.
Yeah. 4.5 is a lot.
That's never gonna focus.
Nope.
4.5 is a lot.
Is it?
No.
I'm taking Pollock. By the way, I know we already brought it up, but man, do I love these splits right here. The at swim, the on the dirt, and the on the
Yeah.
big field.
It's cool.
When we're in like week 14, those are going to be cool numbers to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So will the power rankings that Evan has cooking.
Oh, dude, we should
Yeah.
go through them too at some point on this.
Let's do it at the end.
Yeah. All right. We'll move to the next game here. Pings -6.5 versus us stock. We're missing DeRosa, shortstop, Goldstein left, and Fauci. That means Mark Harlan has to hit twice. And I don't believe that they're missing anybody. And we're playing at middle.
Who's playing short? You?
When we know, you'll know, Alex.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Exactly, Alex. It's like this isn't football. When you take the field, we're gonna see it.
It's
That's a good line.
I'm not
yeah.
sure. Well, I truthfully not sure what we're leaning at short. I know it's not gonna be me because
I heard it's gonna be stock.
through the first couple weeks, like Ronnie has not been giving up many ground balls. I think our outfield's making 65% of the outs for our team every week, minimum.
You're also on a turf.
75.
You're also on a turf infield, so Mark Harlan will be
Yeah.
serviceable on that field if you put him there. When I played with him, we put him at shortstop. He'll make the plays. He's not going to be spectacular and dive all over the field, but he'll make.
don't necessarily
make
need that.
But this is a good line because it's 6.5 is a
line.
lot. It's a lot of runs. I mean, to win a softball game by 7 runs is a lot. I'm gonna take you guys plus 6.5. I do think you don't win the game though. I'll be honest, but I think this is like a 11-7 final.
I can't believe Pat Brock. I played with him for fucking 2 seasons, then hit over 400. He's hitting 700. Hitting
Oh, yeah, he's on fire.
Tom, he hit a bomb.
I know.
He hit a nuke against us.
I love him. I'm so happy for him. New dad too. Rob Court on another tear.
This is crazy. They've only played on Union Hill so far this year, Pings.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild.
I mean, I think
Does that work?
I don't know, Marty. You told me you were batting twice, Marty. I think you're missing 2 of your top 4 hitters.
Dude, if I hit twice, there'd be 0 for 10 in the lineup.
Okay. This is a big nut. I think I'm gonna take Pingaro. Because I think this is an easy game for you guys to be down by like 5 and kind of be like, all right, we're missing our 2 and our 4, like, and then maybe it can go the other way a little bit.
Stop
But-
sharing.
The Wayland Jersey Company, is that what it's called, Beck?
It's going to be interesting to see how our defense looks. I want to run around the middle
That didn't
school like
close.
a madman.
Yeah.
Sorry, Alex. I want to run around middle school outfield like a madman. I think that's my plan defensively.
Just play 3-man.
No, God, no. That would be a nightmare.
That'd be so fun to watch you.
But just putting myself wherever the ball is going to get hit.
Yeah. Just try
That field is so fast though too. When you talked about Dan Drzinski's grand slam, he smoked it down the line. That ball got to that fence so quickly. Like Curdy had no chance of cutting it off.
Yeah.
It didn't matter where he was playing. That ball got so fast to the fence, and it was smoked. It was a good ball by him. For sure.
You might start seeing some diving stops in the outfield.
That's how you have to do it, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's move on here to maybe a better game. Goddard, not a better game. Goddard -4.5 versus Conti.
That was a tough
Nobody. Red Zone never puts this game on TV.
I think Goddard bounces back here and covers. I think you guys made a good point. I think until Greg's fully healthy, I don't see this team winning a lot of games. I think you have
And
to
it's
go with your
middle. If this was Union
middle.
Hill, they'd have a lot better chance.
Yeah, their outfield not being great, like you guys were saying. I mean, this Millhaven kid is raking. I mean, that's going to be great for them down the line when they're healthy. But I think right now, I think Goddard bounces back. I think he's a really good team for middle school also, with Vince and Joe in the middle of the outfield. They should be able to handle that pretty easily. So I think they're going to cover this 4.5 for sure.
This is a game, John, where you don't have to fade the public. You just gotta go with the
Yeah, you
public.
don't want to overthink here. Don't want to overthink. I mean, I did.
You took
but-
Conti?
I took Conti. Goddard, by the way, Goddard on potential turf team watch. They go 3-0 on turf.
Turf team watch.
I think, yeah.
I think they're
No, you
good.
go down. Yeah, I think these teams that have speed are going to be very, very good on this middle school field and turf field. Like that was with Seth's team. Seth's team will win a lot of games on middle school compared to them winning games on a Union Hill field.
Except for us.
That's true, I guess. but
I mean,
they're
Vince
a team.
Caputo could hit a ground
Yeah.
ball to Greg in this game and be safe at first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that same ground ball could roll dead center, and Vince can score.
Correct.
Yeah. Vince, this is a Vince field for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And Joe just.
I think I'm gonna go Goddard. I don't think I'm gonna go Conti until
They win 2 in a
they
row.
give me a reason to go Conti.
That's hard to pick them while Greg is not healthy.
That's also fair.
Yeah, it's too tough to play with an injured one and expect to win a lot of games.
They could win, but I won't pick them to win.
Can I ask you a question real quick, Alex? Of the first 4 games we looked at, are
Which is
any
the
of these
most boring?
teams semifinalists?
I hate this question.
You're
I
just wrong.
think I do think I gotta watch Bomb and Blood a little more. I know people like their team, I'm not gonna say yes yet. Wallman, I think, is the only team we played here. I think Wallman could be. I think it's very good, a very, very good team. They use their speed, they run. I mean, Ryan Wallman could be the most misrated player in the league right now. As a 9, I mean, he didn't do that well. I mean, he should be probably he's better than me. I'm a fucking
Obviously,
6.
I know what you meant, Alex.
Yeah, I know. But
I would say Pangaro was the semifinal, so that's it.
I mean, listen, I gave him an extra 4. He's got 2 4s. So I mean,
Thanks,
the team
bud.
should
We
be
all
good.
Appreciate that.
I mean, listen, I had to get my guy. I'm playing with house money this year.
Way to ruin it for everyone else. Jill, I thought you raised a better son than this, Jill. She's like, I did not. This one's on Guy, not me.
Next game, ProCare at Bico.
No
Right, pick 'em.
DC.
No merch, no DC.
No DC. If DC's playing, I'm picking Carroll, but since DC's out, I'm taking Bico.
Why is DC maybe in or
I
out?
don't know.
He's away.
I do think this is going to be a good game, though. I do.
Stop sharing.
I think Bico's going to win, though, this one. I think they had a good game. They're confident. They finally got a win on the board. I know Carroll has won 2 in a row. I just think that Bico's going to start rolling, and they're going to win this game for sure.
This Carroll team's away.
You're high on this
I'm
Bico
not
team?
getting in front of it. I'm getting
What?
on it.
Are you high on this Bico team?
I'm on this Bico team still. I know they're 1-2. I mean, listen, the second game they played, like you said, Dennis had some family issues he had to attend, so he was out that week, and it's tough to win any games without your one. And the first game they played, arguably, one of the better teams in the league, and just got crushed. But they beat Pollock last week. I thought Justin had a great draft. I think everything fell the way he wanted to going into that draft. And I think this is going to be a good team down there. I mean, Chip Costa's their 7, man. I mean, the guy had 6 RBIs last week. He's 455. I mean, even Jurgens is their 6. I think is a really good 6 too.
Bobby J.
So I think this team's gonna be very good.
Called Midwest Hemp.
And yeah, I mean, Sheamus is. I mean, what is he? What was he taking in the offseason also?
They're 8, I think.
Yeah, but I take Byko here.
I'm gonna roll Carroll with. I think they're gonna roll this momentum from the last 2 wins.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I can't.
Byko-
Byko 1-0 on turf. Or on dirt. I'm going Byko.
Beck says Byko.
Beck
Becker
does
is
not
such
like
a
the
guy
Byko
with
team at
Byko
all.
team. He does not think
Beck's
they're
got like 8 playing teams when there's only 4.
good. He's got a great chance to be correct. That's what that means.
Exactly.
Poor guy.
He's just putting this in writing so he can go back and be like, see?
That's how you have a good take. You have 8
Yeah.
of them.
Exactly. It's like my boss. My boss bets every golf tournament. The like first round leader hits every week because he takes like 30 guys.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. What do you think? You're obviously gonna win
That's
probably.
free
better one.
dopamine, brother. That's free dopamine.
All right, next game here. We'll go my Polzer plus 6.5 Toronto. Not sure if anyone's missing in this game, but
I'm taking Toronto.
We have
without hesitation.
He
confirmation from
left.
Alex's parents. Reed is the kinder son.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
Or
I'm taking Toronto without question here. Until Polzer shows they can. I mean, they've been in games. I shouldn't say they're not.
they just covered. They just
Yeah,
covered
they
last
did
week.
against a good. But like you said, that was at Muni against
What
Marone.
is this spread?
6.5. I just think I think I got to give Ant credit. I think he had a good first draft as a rookie. I don't think he was in that room. He was not hesitating on anything. He made a trade with Frank that I think he actually won that trade pretty handily, and that usually doesn't happen against Frank. But I think up and down this lineup, it's very good.
Toronto's might be the second sexiest.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, it's also
fall victim to them.
I mean, Anna's a 4. That penalty didn't matter at all. That he should have been a 3. I mean, it's.
I don't know.
But I think they win.
A team has 3 11s and no 12 or 13 is the real issue.
That's true too.
They have no break, but
Yeah.
I would take. I mean, I took Polzer last week because I thought Muni was just too big of a field to win by that much on. This is not the case here. Their defense is going to be so good on the turf, and they're just all hitting throughout the lineup.
Yeah.
I'll take Toronto.
yeah.
I'll give the runs.
Yeah.
I took the points on every game except for 2. And this is one of them.
Got you.
Here's why I'm going.
Sharp right there.
I'm going Polzer for the worst reason ever. Last week, I was looking for one person to validate me to take Polzer to cover against Marone. I couldn't find it. I texted like 5 people. Everyone was like, Marone's going to crush them. No shot they cover. And then they fucking cover.
Should have texted me, Martin.
Unbelievable. So now I don't
No,
trust
good
you
thing.
and I don't trust you in your betting. You were never getting a text. So now I'm going to unfade myself, fading myself, and we're going Polzer.
Got you. You were a week too early.
Yes, correct.
Being too early is the same as being wrong. That's what they say in Silicon Valley.
Sure.
It's true.
All right, let's go on to the next.
That means everything in life.
Let's go to the next game here. We got
Just ask my first wife.
Baraka versus Kessler. An interesting game. An interesting game of interesting teams.
No Ben.
3.5 this line.
No Ben, no Messina. It is minus 3.5 LaRocca. LaRocca is favored.
Before we get into this, I have to say I can't say I enjoyed ever seeing someone get ran over, but that was a fucking tackle, dude. I mean, that was. I mean, good for Dan getting up, but like, I mean,
Honestly, I don't want to say I found pleasure in watching Dan
I mean,
get knocked on his ass, but I have so much joy.
I mean,
Your
Dan, I
parents-
love you. I'm kidding,
Met him
Dan.
right
But
here.
but he
Stop
did eat
fucking
that.
back, Dan.
He did eat that. I mean, listen, he didn't eat it like Joe O ate it the week before with against Viggs, but I mean, Joe O holds on to that ball, like I said last night.
I know.
Well, Dan never had a chance to catch.
That's
If
true
Ingram
too.
was
I did
there,
watch it
that's
back.
not-
I did not realize it hit Ian.
It
coming
is,
into-
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, everyone thinks they can stand in the paint and take a charge until it's time to come. And Daniel
Guys,
takes a
Yeah.
charge.
I wish they
Who's
had
got a
the vid.
plan?
I wish before you, I think before you guys were, all of you were in this league, Reed got, I don't know if you know Infante, I don't know if you remember that name. He hit Reed so hard at home. And he's not like a big guy, but he's like stocky. I thought Reed was dead. I mean, but Reed got right up, and it was probably the hardest I've ever seen anyone been hit at home plate. But like I said, there's way too many collisions at home plate. Like just slide, like or just stop. I mean, or
Hey,
just
can't
run.
collide if you collide.
Yeah, I mean it's. I have to ask Hemp though. Hemp, what were you? Why was Evan Steinberg holding you back?
I don't
What
know.
were-
I don't know. All I was doing was telling Danny D, great goal. That's all I was doing. Because like, you gotta understand, like they're pulling us all back and telling us get in the dugout. Meanwhile, Carol's entire team is surrounding Danny D. I'm sitting there like they're gonna fucking overturn this. We can't like great goal.
Oh man,
It's 'cause you
at least it
are-
wasn't like me. I was trying to get Viggs thrown out of the game. To be honest, the week before.
Yeah, I know. I think everyone forgets how big John is until he starts yelling, whether it's angry or
Yeah.
happy, and then you're like, "This is a forceful
I just-
individual. We need to keep."
I
under
just saw Evan Steinberg in his jeans just running and jumping over to
I
John
know.
and grabbing him and
I know.
throwing.
I was like, Evan, I swear to God, if this call gets overturned.
So one time in New York City, Andre the Giant was so drunk that he fell on the sidewalk and knocked the woman unconscious because he fell on top of her. And then for the rest of his life, Andre the Giant needed to have a police escort every time he went out to drink. And I think of you in the same light. You just gotta have an escort for you just to be safe. Evan Steinberg's a smart guy. He knows what's going on.
Yeah.
Listen, he's a one and
Evan
out
was-
championship
Evan was moving
captain.
great. Evan was moving. I was like, are you sure you're not healthy? It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, just holding me back. I think you're fine, Evan.
I was like trying to juke him out.
I'm going to pick Team Kessler in this game because I'm very interested to see without Ben's very tense vibes what it's going to be like here.
It's funny because we've been trying shit out. Like we went to the bar before the last game. We took Yucko to the bar. That didn't work. So that's done.
Yucko goes 4 for 4 in this game. By the way, without Ben there, you know that's happening.
I cannot wait to try the no Ben. Let's just see what happens.
I mean, Ben yelling at
Classic.
Andy yesterday for him not being ready was unbelievable.
That was wild.
Like, yeah, like you
And,
hear
like,
him on camera. Yeah, like,
Screaming.
yeah.
He yelled at him, and I was like, all right, he yelled at him. And then he just kept going. He
They-
did
they-
not
Andy's
stop.
reaction, he just goes,
Andy
that's-
just stared at him the entire time. I was like, are you done?
That's a difference. Like Ben and Andy, like Ben yells a lot at Andy and Dan. Like when my dad was captain, like we yelled at each other a lot. Guy would yell back. That was the thing.
Right.
Like
right.
it was back and forth. Like we had to be separated one
Because
year.
you're
Like
the mean
like
son. That's
yeah.
why. Ben is
I mean,
the nice
between-
son. That's the
between-
problem.
Andy just like eats it. Andy's just like, what is this guy saying?
Stop, think about it. Like, Ben is 30, Daniel's like 24 or something. Between the two of them, he's probably just so exhausted by it.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Like,
sure.
he was just sitting there like, are you done? And
Yeah.
were you there? Were you there early enough to see him tell Daniel that he couldn't run, that he couldn't pinch run?
No, I didn't see that one.
You got to go back and watch that. Daniel tries to pinch run on second base, and Ben screams at him, "You're not the coach. Get back in the dugout. You're not running." And
That's
then,
what-
and then Daniel's like, "Okay," and then he goes, "Daniel, go run."
The best is when Ben screams at Doug that he's not the coach. That's the best. I mean, Ben takes every opportunity to scream at Doug. It's incredible.
He did that too. Ben had quite the night. the other night.
Yeah.
Quite the night.
Ben sending Daniel to run after yelling at him about running is awesome.
That's great.
That's
That's
awesome.
It's
actually
as
was
American
so
as
good.
apple pie, honestly.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
great.
know what to do. It's so good.
Oh,
Kessler's my double this week. I don't care. Either
oh
Kessler's.
God damn it, Dom.
The bad thing job.
You know exactly what it. That
I'm going. What's AD status? Is he like playing third base, or do we know, or does it
There's a
matter?
Union
Doesn't
Hill
really
fence
matter.
that's gonna hit it over.
Yeah, that's what I'm going. I'm going AD because Ben's not there, and you guys aren't smart enough to walk AD a few times, and he has like 3 homers and 8 RBIs. that's what's gonna happen. And Dan
You
never.
see my
There's
glasses?
never talk. There's never talk of Dan being manager ever again after that game.
not smart enough. Excuse me.
I'm gonna go with Kess plus 3.5. Last year, here's why. Last year, Pablo was off to not the hottest start, then missed an early game. Pablo went like 5 for 5 with 2 homers in the game. So I don't think Yucko gets going without Ben. I think Pablo gets going without Ben, and that he wins the game. Player of the week, Pablo Gonzalez.
Ben
Lock
is
it in.
like a pageant mom, you know. And by the time you've been doing it, you're just so sick of it. And then they got to go on vacation for a week, and you realize it's not the pageant that you don't like; it's your mom.
Unbelievable.
Imagine.
Honestly, we have to make Ben the common enemy for Team Kessler, so you have something to rally around as a group. It'll galvanize you guys.
Pablo in the lab.
This is the best color matchup on the screen right here. There's a lot of nice colors going on. Good tones, good hints. This is a good game.
Astros Cardinals.
Yeah.
Good game here. What's the spread?
What's the
I like
spread
this
here?
game. 4.5 Marone minus 4.5 Marone. Union Hill right. That's a lot of runs. for
That is
Seth's.
a lot of runs against Seth's team because they play some good defense.
Very solid defense. Agree.
I mean, it's just about keeping Marone in the park here, which is going to be tough to do. But I'm going to go with Seth. I liked what I saw when we played them. They are going to beat a lot of teams with their speed. Russ Krause is like having his second coming of being like 25 years old. I mean, I don't think Becker got him out either. I mean, I know I'm shocked it said he went 2 for 4 against us. I'm almost positive he went 4 for 4 against us. It seemed like.
Some of these batting averages are ridiculous.
I don't believe. I mean, Glenn is a good guy.
Glenn.
I don't know. I don't know. Questionable.
Seth's got 3 guys hitting over 700.
They hit the shit about. I mean, listen. They also peppered me at second base.
they
which
played
is
also.
probably-
They had their Pulsar by. Don't forget about that.
Also, it's not updated from yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Jared Kashevsky, very underrated in my. I mean, I thought he was overrated going into the season, but I might change my mind that he's underrated. He smoked it against us.
I heard,
And he
I heard
plays-
he's made an adjustment, Alex, and
Yeah.
he knows how to hold the bat properly now, and it's been
That
a
makes sense.
big game changer for him.
Well, and I also think it's a joke that Seth is a 3, but that's another question. That's with a stupid penalty. Also,
You've been
but-
grandstanding to be a 7 all offseason. You can be
Dom,
throwing
I'm hitting 200. I can barely play second base. I should be a 7.
This is not enough runs on this field. This is an unfortunate field to play this team.
It'll be interesting. This is like a Papa D game. Like if
Yonkers
Papa D
number
gets
1.
shelled, this game could be ugly. But if Papa D pitches and the Yonkers knuckles working, they'll stay in this game. But
Papa
it's
D
hard
was
to keep this team in the field.
He was
in the
painting
park.
corners against us.
Yeah.
All depends on the knuckle.
You know, he's got to be one of my favorite guys in the league.
I'm gonna take Seth. I'm gonna take Seth with the points.
Papa D was lingering late last night.
He
Wow.
was. He
Wow.
just kept saying, "My wife's gonna kill me. I gotta go." My wife. And then
My wife's
Seth,
gonna kill me.
and
One
then,
more?
and then Seth was like, me and my dad got home at 1:00 in the morning. We're watching TV, eating chicken parm together on the couch, and I'm like, "This is beautiful."
So good.
That's unbelievable.
I'm still gonna take Marone. That being said,
Even with the chicken parm.
I know I almost swayed myself, but I don't know. This is such a good team on this field. There's just
Yeah.
so much to contend with, and their defense is not. It's not like you could be like their defense is suspect. It's not. So, but they've got the makeup. Like the Toronto's beat them, and their makeup was having a really good defense and hitting a ton of singles and having pressure on them every inning. And so, I could very well be wrong.
You
As
probably are. John, did you pick on this one?
You guys all took Marone?
I took
No,
Seth.
I took Seth.
Oh, all right. I'm taking Seth. I already did.
Fade the public again, baby.
Fuck, Don's gonna have a good week.
That's a free fade.
All right, last game.
The proactive.
What's
thing.
our stuff?
This comes down to
What is that
if,
blanket claim?
I
what?
don't know. Stav just said someone stinks. I think he said J-Bomb stinks. I think that's
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This comes down to if Beck listens to me and either pitches to Ryan or doesn't pitch to Ryan.
I played softball with Pez on Tuesday, and one of the first things he had to tell me was his game plan for Ryan Amato.
Yeah.
I don't know why Pez has a game plan for Ryan Amato.
No.
He's not the coach nor the pitcher, but his
He
game
sends
plan,
game plans in our
you
chats all the
was
time.
Ryan go to first, Ryan go to first, Ryan go to second, Ryan go to second, Ryan go to second.
Yeah, I mean the guy's hitting home runs
Ryan
at
goes
60% clip here. I mean, I rather him go to second than round the bases. I mean, he's going to get up 6 times if you have a 9-man lineup, and if he hits 4 home runs and 6 at bats, I mean, there's a good chance you guys are in this game and if not winning this game. So
Yeah, so you got Gofar Biz minus 4.5, and
I
mine
wanna
doesn't have
say-
Ryan, Frank, Mendel, or Tepper.
I would like to say, for the record, let it be known that this year when they were talking about the missing player rule, I incessantly brought up last year having to play against a tight 9-man Rosenstock team and facing Phil and Sean Leonardi a combined 13 times. And they said, it never happens. We're not making a rule for something that happens once out of every 100 games. We're not doing it. And now, shoes kind of on the other foot because we don't have the C player rule that we have because we have
no, because you're missing an
our
8 and
11
9.
and 12.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. So
The thing is, I said to Doug too, and now I'm like thinking about it. Like, I don't know if it really makes sense because you could have like your top guys out here, Ryan and Sean, also in this aspect. I said if you have a 9-man lineup, there should be no walk rule, but it could be the other way where you're missing Ryan and stuff like that, and then that doesn't really matter. So it's like I didn't think of the devil's advocate side of that, but yeah, like you said, I mean, it's
I'm going to play you guys with a 3-man outfield when our 4-man outfield is a little bit shaky. Does not fill me with joy.
That's Dave called me today. Yeah, Dave called me today, and he's like, he's a little concerned for sure about that.
You have a guy that's like, I'm not going to break any HIPAA violations, but like his health is not going to be known until the night before the game.
Yeah,
So-
no, Dave told me. Listen,
So it's
Dave
like-
is not one of these guys who are going to hide shit and fucking.
Yeah. I mean, we like to fuck around with everybody. That's fun.
Well, I mean, he only put in the captain's chat, like, because everyone puts their, like, missed guys. All he put was Tepper. And I commented, I expect
Ted
this
said
to
that to
change.
me too, and he's like, "Can you confirm these for me,
Yeah.
please?" But it's like, I would love to watch Taco, Sean, and Ryan bat 18, 19 combined times in this game. That would fill me with a lot of joy. But like, your lineup is just littered with fast guys that could shoot the ball the other
Yeah.
way. So it's like, how do we arrange our defense in the outfield? I get that it's Union Hill, but like, we have a rookie in the center outfield. Like, Galliano is not a young man.
Galliano doesn't play doubleheaders, so, I mean, playing 9 innings is hopefully
A lot,
kind of
right?
a-
So it's like,
hopefully can hold up out there.
and Sean, I have no worries about Sean. That's like, okay, great, but he's gonna have
Yeah,
to come
he'll be
a lot of ground. But it's it's gonna be interesting. I obviously gonna take my own team, but
Yeah, I'm going to take mine. If we're playing you on any open field, I think this is, I mean, it's a no-brainer, but like playing you on Union Hill, it definitely,
gotta
even though
think
you have
about
9 guys, it's like, it's still going to be tough.
I just
Like
wish
you said,
Frank was
Let me
there.
tell you this, Alex. The statistics say that Team Meyer on a small field is 0-3.
which is why I'm
What do
looking.
you
I'm
think
looking
about
at it.
that?
It's wild, actually.
They're due.
You've lost.
Maybe they're due.
You've lost every game on Union Hill. Holy
We
shit.
have. We have. And
And
if we
you're
play
one
with
win.
10, if we play with 10, that means Dave is batting twice, which
Yeah.
hitting
It's not the worst
450
thing.
or whatever. It's not
I mean, and then you get your fourth outfielder.
correct. So it's like I'm
Yeah,
kind
so
of in the
it's-
camp of health is health. Do what you have to do. I hope he's okay enough to play because personally, as the pitcher, I think Ryan can still get 4 at bats in this game, even with
Absolutely.
Dave is batting twice. It's not like, so it's tough. It's tough. It's tough because you guys are a very good team and we're in the same division again. And it's like, I had the yips for the first 2 games. It was probably the 2 of my worst career games in Marlboro softball, maybe ever. And then now it's like, I had fucking pneumonia last week. Now we're playing with 9 guys this week. And I don't want to dig too much of a hole for our guys. This is especially when we're losing games on the field that we should be winning.
The reason why Dave drafted this team was to win on these Union Hill games when, now most of our games are played on Union Hill. I mean,
Right.
of course, Doug screws my team and we have the least amount of games, but
Yeah.
Because
that's
you didn't
just
draft him.
Doug's revenge tour there against our team. But yeah, I mean, he drafted a team to win these games on Union
You
Hill.
got Becker talking an insane amount of shit. Pez talking an insane amount of shit. You do whatever little passive aggressive things that you like to do. Even Cole's giving it to me a little bit. Like it is. Joe Mimo's being
Cole-
really nice. Like
Cole is ruthless.
Competitor,
You guys, he's ruthless. Yeah.
trust me.
For
Cole
sure.
fired me twice this week. He even hired me back one time so he could fire me again. This is. I'm not even. That's
John,
not even a joke. Okay.
fire you. I'm gonna rehire you.
Yeah.
I see
they
Becker
fired
in the
me again. That's what he did.
See, this is the problem.
Where's
I
that
see
from?
Becker in the comments. I ain't walking him. That's the problem.
He's gonna walk him.
No, if I ask him, hopefully. How about Reed Goldfarb on the top performers player
I
watching?
know, dude. I'm
Love-
walking
Guys,
him. Speaking of guys we're walking, Reed Goldfarb's top of that list.
Love that Becker's not on here because he has 9 hits and 9 singles.
Yeah, well, he's still
Makes
got
him
that
actually
open
sick.
vagina wound on his pec. I'm assuming that he's just flicking the ball up the middle until he's fully healed. So
Well,
his wife doesn't
except for
murder him.
his last at bat against Seth when we got a rally going in the ninth, and it's 1st and 3rd with no outs, and he decides to try to hit the ball over middle school.
Did he?
I mean, and flies out to left field. Like when he's 4 for 4 prior to that,
Yeah.
3 for 3 prior to that.
It's like
He's
I look
feeling
at-
it.
It's like, all right, Joe's gonna get a hit if he wants to get a hit. Cole can do whatever he wants. All right, if Becker wants to just hit a single up the middle, he could do that. It's like every single fucking guy, you got to fucking. The back of your lineup has no breaks either. So playing you guys.
Who do you got in this one, Johnny? Who do you got in this one, John?
I believe. Let's see. I have Goldfarb -4.5. Let's go out.
Wow, this is the
That's why I
other
love hemp.
2 games where you didn't take the points, and this is the other one. What a prick!
This is the
I
other
think
one.
I talked myself into taking Meyer.
Why?
0-3 on the small field. All right.
That's why.
I don't like it because Marty's been right. He said we were going to win and lose one of that Wednesday night game and that Sunday night game, which is exactly what happened. He's the good take guy.
Put that comment on
There's no reason Meyer should win this game. Absolutely none.
So you're taking Meyer. I like
I
that.
think that's why I'm gonna take Meyer.
Can you
That
put
does
Dave's
make sense.
comment on the
First inning's a big inning, to be honest. It's gonna we hold you guys to 1-2 runs. I mean, the game, but like if you guys score 4 or 5, it'll be a game. I think. I'm assuming Ryan will bat first or second, so
Yeah, he'll bat second. It'll probably go Dave, Ryan, Sean, Taco. We'll fill it up. And then me right after Taco for protection.
I love that. I mean, you are the 4, so you probably have a higher average than me. I bet you that.
I might.
He does.
Jeez,
200.
Alex, maybe you are a 7.
I mean, it's if I don't win the championship, I'm a 7.
You got to pay the tax, dude.
It's
Michael won the
exact-
championship 8 years
pay the
ago. He's
troll
still
toll.
paying the tax.
And the heat I've been putting on myself this year, I don't think I'm doing myself any favors for next
You are
year.
not. Yeah, you're taking a victory lap. You're pretty obsequious with the way that you're doing it.
What was that?
You
word?
use way too big of words for me.
I don't know. Let's let that one go.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Oh,
Well, I found it. Obsequious.
So we're gonna do the
Let's
opposite.
all learn together. Oh, and then we could do our stat lesson after this as well. We need our stats 101 lesson. But here's the word.
right.
Is this the word you just said, Dom?
I don't know.
Obsequious.
Click on that screen. It's not sharing. It's just.
Do you not see Google?
I see all 5 tabs.
Oh, that's kind of wild.
Well, by 5 tabs, I mean I can still see. It didn't
Um,
make that screen bigger.
Oh,
it
interesting.
means someone that likes to comply with authority.
Describe someone who is excessively eager to
Eager to
please,
please,
obey, or argue with authority figures.
Argue with
Implies a
authority.
lack of sincerity, suggesting a servile brown-nosing or fawning attitude meant to gain favor or special treatment.
Round nosing. It's a good word.
Do we want to look at the power rankings at all?
Yeah, can I give us our stat lesson real quick since we're in the middle of learning things?
Sure.
Sure. Let me just pull up the situations I had. Me and my stat guru, who isn't going to be named, had to come up with a lesson for this week. We could play trivia.
Wow.
You want to play trivia? All right. 4 scenarios. Stats 101. Ready? The answer to all these questions is how many RBIs does the batter get? Okay. Here's the first scenario. There is nobody out. First and third. There's a ground ball double play, and the run scores.
0.
That is correct. Man on third, 2 outs. Ground ball to shortstop. There's an error. The run scores, and the batter is safe. How many RBIs?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Say that
I
again.
think it's 0 on any error.
There's a man on third, 2 outs. Ground ball to shortstop. An error. A run scores, and the batter is safe at first.
Yeah, 0.
I think it's 0. I think it's because if it's one out, they would get an RBI though.
Is it the
Technically, it
amount
would be
of
a fielder's.
RBIs that I have this season?
Me too.
First and third, 1 out. Sack fly. Both runners tag up. The run scores. Runner at first is thrown out at second. How many RBIs?
1.
That's it. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good one. 1 probably. Yeah, because technically it's
Yeah. The run
it's
scored
not
and
a
then a non-force
it's
out.
not a force out.
On fourth double play.
And then here's the last one, and this one might be a little subjective. Man on third, 1 out. Ground ball to shortstop. Error. Run scores. Batter is safe. How many RBIs?
1.
1
because
out. Man on third. Grounder to shortstop. Error. Batter is safe. Run scores.
He gets the RBI because it's assumed as a fielder's choice in that aspect. So the run, you get an RBI on a fielder's choice.
I would agree. Because he's going to get the out at first. Run's going to
Yeah,
score.
regardless.
Here's another one. Runner runs over the catcher.
Does the run
So I do have one though. I do have one. This keeps coming up for some reason in a different league. Man on third, less than 2 outs, fly ball, hits off an outfielder's glove, and a different outfielder catches it. Runner tagged when it hit off the first outfielder's glove, but left the bag before the second outfielder caught it. They throw to third to appeal. Does the run score? Yeah.
It's when contact is made.
I had to educate a
glove.
couple people the other day.
Yep.
Mr. Ball knower.
I need to call something out though, Dom, because I need to look at it with the RBI stuff. So you guys have 34 runs scored and 34 RBIs. So there has not been a single moment in your guys' season.
Most of
there
our
was a-
runs are being scored on Ryan Amata hits.
That's
That's
actually fair.
Alex,
Good
you know
point.
what that sounds like? A bad book.
That's
Good.
listen.
Yeah,
I'm calling that out. It's because Byko calls that out every year. He does not understand how teams have the same amount of RBIs and runs scored in the same.
Oh, it's because they're
That's
just
a fair
giving everyone
question,
RBIs.
honestly.
Yeah.
That's a fair
Like
question.
Marone is 61 and 60. Like, get the fuck out of here. I mean,
I
listen,
gotta
I
be
know my
honest with
team's
you,
close
I'm not-
43 and
Our team is not making a lot of productive outs. Okay, we're not. We're either getting clean hits or these ball or we're fucked. It's not
Yeah,
the
we're hitting the ball over the fence or it's caught.
correct.
That's fair, actually. Thinking
That's
Ryan does
honestly-
have.
And it's it's only 30 runs in. It's not like it's 60 like Glenn's. Fuck.
Yeah, Glenn is
Like,
61 runs scored and 60 RBIs. Yeah, that's
And that RBI.
That's why we had to do this little stats lesson because I don't think RBIs are tracked properly. But
No chance. No chance.
we're gonna do a stat lesson every week. We're gonna learn
Listen,
together.
ball knowers
Well,
are few and
how
far
about-
between.
So read one fun fact, and I can let you guys. Reed does our book a lot, and Reed forgot to give Becker an RBI in week 1. Becker watched the whole game back to make sure that he had the 4 RBIs. Goes and texts Reed on the side, and flips out on him, and then I get a text from Reed to fix it. It's just Becker's fucking ridiculous
I mean,
sometimes.
dude, people care. We're a stats league as much as we are a family league.
Listen, he's upset that Marty closed him out of that MVP at the end of the year, so he's trying to.
Hate when that happens.
Listen, Beck, if you would have had a good end of the season, then you might have had a shot.
Wow, just win a championship for this guy, and look at him just shoveling.
Listen, no, Beck's my guy right now.
Alex wants
He knows
two.
it. He needs a little shit. He gives me a lot of shit. He keeps trashing my pep talks, so I gotta.
The batting average.
Yeah, oh, that too. I mean, the batting average. Cole's the one who's coming at me for the batting average.
Yeah, I don't know why this is happening, Marty. Is it only me where the screen didn't get bigger?
No, it's me too. It's like it's all
Yeah.
5 now.
Yeah.
It's like
I don't know.
5.
There we go.
Yeah,
There it
Fix
is.
this.
There.
There we go. Good producing me. All right. Here's the power. Here's the here are the rankings.
Dude, we've played 4 of these top 5 teams. It's been absurd. Absolutely.
Gold. What is that? Toronto 1, Wallman 2, Marone 3. Seems to make sense where we're at so far in the season.
Toronto's only 2-0. Huh.
It's wild. Yeah, remember they didn't play week 1.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
and go for
four
it
of our-
tonight, so that's why they
four of our 7 teams are in our division is in the top.
Yeah,
7.
dude, our division is so tough. So tough.
It's
And this is run differential, that second number. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, run differential, yes, sir.
So how does the rating work?
That's what you have to learn all by yourself down here.
Ah.
Should
Okay.
have listened to last week's episode. Towards the bottom, I think they have these teams. It's interesting to see Lombardi still so low after a win.
Glenn said that if his book is cooked, then it's time for John to get a toupee. So I'll leave that. I don't know why you're
man.
taking the straight. Alex is talking shit. And John's taking the straight, but so good.
Unbelievable.
You just got one new head accessory. Let him look
Right,
at the
man up and say it in the fucking comments. Why are you texting me?
Glenn doesn't know how to use YouTube.
This number for Polzer is so low.
Listen, your 2 has no hits. I mean, you're not. I mean, it's
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to win games for sure. I mean, and then when's the last time Andy Pargaman is hitting this low? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so they're just not. They're not putting it together right now, and it makes sense why they're down there.
John, the power index is, if you read it quickly, it talks about it's like how many runs you're scoring against, how good your opponent is. It's kind of like the college football power index.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a complicated formula that it's not very easy to.
Send
This-
these
this
to
re-
Vegas.
this
to
really
help
is
the lines.
Yeah, this is going to be an awesome one. Where like you guys said, like 7-8
Big
games
year.
into the
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Do you agree with the most underrated teams? They're saying that Pollock is 9, Drzinski's
No.
4, but underrated. Meyer 16, but underrated. Do you agree with any of those? I don't know how you're underrated at 4.
So this is all metrics based. I'm assuming He's
Yeah.
saying the
It's
metrics say
strength of opponent as well.
Correct.
Well, yeah, because
Correct, John.
Dom has played, like you said, what, 4 of the top? What'd you say,
Five.
5 teams in there? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's why they're
That's our
they have a
whole
win against.
fucking. Or are they in the top 5 because they played us? Chicken or egg. But no, those teams are really good. I'm very curious to see like. This will be a really fun tool after week 10. I think
Yeah.
we got to get out of the divisions and start having some like interdivisional play.
For sure. Yeah, toughest. You guys aren't even on the toughest schedule, Dom. Get out of here with your fake news.
I mean, that's
Yikes.
incorrect. We've played 4 of the top 5 teams. How do we not have the toughest schedule?
well.
That's not what this says.
Incorrect then.
Look
Look
at
at the
that
top. Look at the
I
top
trust
5
Evan
teams.
over you.
How could you say we played team 1, 2, 4, and 5, and we didn't have the hardest schedule so far? That's mathematically improbable, if not impossible.
The numbers don't lie.
I mean,
Evan, eight-
Pollock played fucking Conti's team. Their strength of schedule is underrated. Please. Toronto played us and fucking.
But you're
Morales.
forgetting they're a really bad team. So when they play decent teams, those teams now become really good.
Fair.
True.
I digress. I still think week 12 is when we pay attention to this stuff.
That's fair. It'll be fun to
Kudos
look
to,
at each week.
kudos to Evan, though. I mean,
No, are you
what
saying
he's
the numbers are lying?
doing for the league. I mean,
No, I'm just saying we don't have enough data points to have an
No.
accurate figure yet.
Until it favors Dom's team, and then it's perfect.
Sounds like the numbers are lying. Sounds like the numbers are lying.
I'm going to plead the 5th. I'm not going to stay there.
Also, before we're done, another fun fact: you guys talked about getting called out for stepping over home plate. Years ago, when I was half decent at softball, when I was in an all-star game, I got called out for stepping on home plate in an all-star game.
Wow, that was probably the last time it
That's
happened.
far up. Last time it was called, yeah.
It's the only time it's ever been called against me. So
Was it Danny
And I-
D?
no, it was you guys. So it was this guy Harris Savin was his name. He was very good. He came. So back in the day, you used to have a captain, and then you can have a co-captain. So you would come with 2 guys. So Lenny Sarcona would always play with this guy, and they would be the 1 and 2. You know, Lenny was like ridiculous back in the
Yeah.
day. Like probably the most feared hitter when he came up. So it's like, and he played with him, and another guy was a good shortstop, but he was umpiring it, and I remember I was like, "Did you just call me out for stepping on home plate in an All-Star game?" I was like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, like what are we doing? Yeah.
Can I show you a cool picture that was shared with us by Mark Carlin the other day? You want to see the 2004 Mayor's Trophy game?
Is that with like the yellow
Picture?
T-shirts, like the yellow T-shirts and stuff they had?
Yeah, look at this. This is the 2004 Mayor's Trophy.
So when the
I
Red
can,
Sox
find
win
it.
the series,
I can go through it for you.
Go for it.
Who's
Start with the
Jay-Z?
sweaty guy here.
That guy I don't know. That's the only guy, and
Nice.
I can't see who's that. So this is the guy with the blue hat is Paul Ratner. That might be next to that guy. I can't see. That's Grenice, I think actually.
Mm-hmm.
I think that I don't know who the guy with that is. That Perigine? I'm not sure. But then it's Lenny, Brad Goldstein is up top. Then Donnie Mesmer, Steve, Dennis Lapine, Steve Shefkin. No idea who's next to Steve Shefkin on the top right here. That's Drapkin, Ari Mesmer, Noel Gluck.
Noel Gluck.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, he was unbelievable.
Yeah.
I think he's like number 2 in Rutgers strikeouts, career strikeouts. Jesse Citron is on the bottom, and then Joel.
Jay-Z. A young
Yeah.
Jay-Z.
What a-
Unbelievable. This is a
God.
cool picture.
Guy is still sitting 720 years later. Insane. Insane run.
Red Sox
Generation.
World Series come back on a 3-0 deficit against the Yankees in the LCS.
Great year. What a year.
Yeah.
Lost my virginity.
That was a fun picture I saw. I was happy Mark sent that. He sent it out of nowhere. It was super random.
That's
I was
when
set.
that's when like it would split every single year. I mean, there was like no question that it was going to be a split thing. Now it's like the last
Now
like
we just
5
let it
years. Yeah, that's how it should be probably. But we'll see this year. I mean, I get to captain it, but we'll see
You looking
what.
forward to that?
Yeah, no, I'm excited for sure. I mean, I got a little staff, coaching staff with me. So
Doug Beja Becker.
no,
Great.
it's Doug. Doug is on it, but Doug's probably going to be in the dugout doing something. But it's Bija, and then I asked Pings
Nice.
as the other one. Yeah.
Very nice.
So
All right, folks. Anything else today? Good up. Thanks for coming on, Alex.
thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. Dom, I will see you Sunday.
You bringing the bagels?
We might be bringing the baby.
Wow, that's better than bagels.
It's possible. It's an 11:30 game, so it's
Tell
definitely,
Bailey whatever she wants for breakfast, I'll bring for her.
All right, fair. I'll let her
Tell her
know.
name her baked's good.
How did you just go
she
from
can't-
asking for bagels to giving her a meal?
No, I'll
gotta
just
tell
tell
you-
you bagel.
She can't wait till she's done breastfeeding and she can hit you up for some other
I
big
know,
goods.
I know. I miss me.
As cactus.
She's got the tolerance of
Ugh,
Lenny
it's
Sarcoma
crazy.
size. A man of Lenny Sarcoma size. It's impressive.
But
Bagels at noon, booze only. No booze at the field. Back. I'm setting up a DUI checkpoint right outside the field. If I can't smoke weed, you can't drink. I don't like how you guys are a public hazard. I can smell your alcohol in a public park. I'm gonna bring my niece and nephew, and they don't take kindly to that type of behavior.
all right, guys.
I hate that I love you guys too. I've made too many friends in this league. I feel like it's too much. Losing
What
my
a good
edge.
problem. What a good problem to have, sir.
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
thank you,
guys.
gentlemen. Enjoy your evening.